this one sounds like rage bait. Are y'all trying to get some rage bait? This sounds like it's gonna piss us off so bad.
3 doors down so you can't ignore it.
Hi, Grandma.
I'll hunt you down like a shores. That's that song. What's that song? An Oliver something. This is all fake slap, right? So, there's a lot of fake slap, but Explore With Us is the only one, or the only one that I know of that's not. So, his voice, I don't know why he makes it look as slop as it is, but it's because, like, so many people try to copy him. Oliver Tree, yeah! It's because so many people try to copy him, but recently, like, with the money that he makes from YouTube, he puts it back into it, and they recently, like, reopened a cold case and solved it because of Explore With Us, this channel. Like, them digging into the case in order to make the video caused them to, like, put some kind of tip to the police that made the police reopen the cold case and then solve it. Like, holy! And you can see it says, like, actual body cam, but it's not. It's all fake. It's all actually, you're right, and it's a movie prop. It's their props, and it's all a set, and it's like paint, and everything is actually not real. He's trying to AI since AI gets so much traction. He playing on AI playing on us. Bro, Insignis, what? I'm so confused. Ossifer, hello.
Mama, have you heard from Mom? There's like a part of me that knows I should feel bad, but I can't feel anything for it. I don't know what to do.
I'm not gonna get a birthday or Christmas, and disowned by my entire family.
That's what bro cares about? Oh my god. I'm already mad. I'm already mad. Bro, I'm not gonna get a birthday and Christmas and oh my freaking
Dude, I'm not even getting to work tomorrow.
Hi Stu.
Someone's
What's
about to get fired. I'll hunt you down like Tyrannosaurus.
On the afternoon of November 2nd, 2018, as the Volusia County officers respond to a 911 call about a burglary, little did they know they were actually stepping into the most disturbing case Volusia County had ever seen.
911, where's your emergency?
I just got home and my house is completely trashed. It looks like someone broke in the side door.
Okay, how long have you been gone?
I've been gone all school day.
Are you there by yourself?
Yeah.
How old are you?
15.
I need you to take a deep breath. I'm going to ask you a few questions, okay?
Okay. My mom's car is here and it's on, and she's not at home.
I've seen this one, it's good. Next, thank you for the tier 1. Welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Enjoy no ads and more emotes. I already think he's acting. Did he say her car's on and she's not home?
Questions, okay?
Okay. My mom's car is here and it's on, and she's not at home.
It's on.
And she's supposed to go to work today, and I can't find her.
Okay. Your mom's car is there. Is there any other way she ever get to work? Does she ever get a ride from anyone else?
No, the car is on. It's turned on.
The car is on, and you're sure she is not there?
I searched the entire place. I've been here for like 8 minutes. I've been working.
Okay.
I can't find her.
I'm right here with you, okay? What's your name?
All right, my full name is Gregory Logan Ramos.
Is there anybody that has made any...
Wait, I'm about to meta game. I'm about to meta game. Is that a tick? I can't tell. I think there's a tick. Ooh! There's a little fly as well. There's just a lot of bugs in my room. That's actually awesome. I think the reason they didn't blur him and hide his name is because he did it. Meta game. I'm being meta. Get arrow over. God. It's like because I open my window and then like it's nice and cold in here and it's pretty warm outside. So like all the buggies, I think, fly in here because they're like, it's so cozy in here. My favorite show is on! I think he's guilty because of meta reasons.
Threats to your mom or to you? Or
No.
As the 911 operator is gathering information from 15-year-old Gregory, officers are arriving on the scene.
Gail.
I copy, thank you.
Elaine Clevenger. Where does she work? She works at an architecture firm up in Orlando.
Is she normally home this time of day?
No, she gets home at 6:30.
Okay.
She actually leave for work before you? She dropped me off, and then she usually just heads back to the Sunrail and hops in the train with her bike. And does anybody else live here once again? My dad and my two step siblings. Where are they at? My dad is on a business trip in Seattle. He'll be back this afternoon at 6:30.
Okay.
And then the two stepchildren have their moms.
Okay.
But everything is gone. Like, except for like the mounted TV on my wall, there's everything is gone.
Everything is gone except my TV because, like, I'm gonna need that. But everything else.
Hoping to gain some insight into this burglary, two officers take a walk through Gregory's house. To their horror and shock, the home had been trashed beyond recognition. Every part of the house has been rifled through. The bedroom's closets are emptied out and dumped all over the floor. In the
Listen, look at that. You missed like nothing. So far, this guy called the police and said, my house is trashed and I don't know where my mom is and her car's in the driveway, but it's on. That's it.
kitchen, every single cabinet was open and rifled through, including those under the sink. Glass littered the floor of the kitchen as the burglars had taken it upon
Rambo,
themselves to
that's so
smash all
nice.
the glassware.
Thank you.
It's weird.
Send
Why
it
is
in the
there
Discord.
All this crap up here.
Just throw it in
spilled.
general.
There's a broken glass here. I saw this shit broken, dude.
The damage around the house is more severe than a standard
I was just about to
burglary.
say, like, when someone breaks in, they, like, break in and steal shit. And, like, maybe shit is out of place because they're looking for stuff. But they're not gonna, like, break your mugs. Like, they're not gonna, like, throw your plates all over the ground and shit if they're there for, like, a burglary. You know?
And the officers can't help but wonder if maybe these burglars had a personal vendetta against Gregory's mother, Gail, or his family. As the officers make preparations to take 15-year-old Gregory back to the station so he can be comfortable while they process the home, one of the neighbors approaches them.
Just say I do have a key to their house, but I haven't been up here since yesterday evening, or after you and I spoke. Yeah. I talked to his parents. Okay. As I told them, this
Why did they
young man
speak?
has some depression problems really bad.
Has she had any issues with him lately? Or?
No, not that I know of.
While processing continues at the house, Gregory is taken to the station.
Okay, so the kid
Seeking
has
comfort and
depression?
support, he calls Ken Jones, his sponsor with the Police Explorers, a youth program that allows teens interested in law enforcement to learn the basics and help their local sheriff's office. Ken meets Gregory at the station, and the two sit down for a chat in the following never-before-seen footage.
See, like, this is shit that you don't get anywhere except Explore with us. Stormy? Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm internally battling in my head. Like, just heat up the spaghetti. Just heat up the spaghetti.
It's been analyzed by a qualified team,
I'm not even
including
hungry.
a
I just
licensed
love
professional
nuggets.
counselor, a licensed attorney, and a former detective, former licensed polygraph examiner, and former hostage negotiation commander and instructor. While Ken helps
Wow.
calm Gregory down, he notices some bruises on Gregory's face.
What happened here? I got in a fight yesterday with one of my friends. I didn't see that yesterday. I had makeup on. Right. It was a conversation with my friends. We got into a disagreement, but I solved the problem. I talked it out with him, and we made up, and he apologized for hitting me, and I accepted his apology. What was his name? We hugged it out. My friend, Joe.
Joe Mama?
Does the SRD know about the fight? The who? The SRD resource officer. No, there was no fight. He just came up. He's like, Greg, and I was like, what? He kind of punched me. He's like, what the hell, dude? I didn't hit back or anything. It was just, and I was like, okay, well, calm down. Let's talk it out. We talked it out. And it was just, what's Joe's last name? I don't know. So he's your friend? I don't know. To be honest with me, Craig, What's his last name? I don't know his last name. Who does those things? I don't know. Point of the matter is, though, if we made up, it was just a conversation.
Look at him trying to take control. Point of the matter is, though. I don't like this kid. Anyone know what state this is in? Not yet. I don't think they said yet. Chef Murray, thank you.
That happened. It wasn't anything too important. We talked it out and we hugged, and it was like, dude, you know, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. And he was justified, and I was.
Bro, just get the nuggets and fries.
I'm ordering nuggets and fries. Thank you, bro, for the 25 bones for chicken nugget. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Chicken nuggies. Okay, guys, what do you want? What do you want? A burger? Okay. Okay, now refund it. Lol. 4 nuggets? That's it? What should I get? A 6-piece? Yeah, just like a 6-piece, but I want a large fry. I love French fry. Chicken wing? I don't think they have chicken wing. I'll get vanilla cone. Okay, onion. They don't have onion rings. 99 fries, 99 burgers, 99 tater tots. They don't have tater tots. 2 burgers, 1 hot dog, and they don't have a hot dog. Fuck. 3 pancakes, 1 salad, 1 nuggets, 4 fries. Is it McDonald's or what? Maybe I got points. Oh, nah. Who just admitted to using a fast food application on their cellular device? No, who just admitted that? That's so embarrassing. I'm actually cringing for you. Yippee! Stop! I'm also gonna get a Diet Coke. No wonder Israel knows everything. Wait, girl, the boycott. Girl, wait! Wait, the boycott! Get a full fat Coke. Hot take? I like the taste of Diet Coke better. It's sharper. Yeah, Diet Coke and Coke Zero. I just think it tastes better. So real for that. And like, if I crave soda and I want like soda, I get Sprite. Sweetener taste? Bro, but the thing is like I don't taste that. It just tastes like sharp. Like it just like hurts my nose. But like it's good. Wait, where are the condiments? I want ketchup. I want 2 ketchup. And I want 2 ranch. Cream soda, Dr. Pepper. See, like, some are like a treat, though. Like, in my mind, like, Dr. Pepper and, like, root beer, they're so good. And it's just, like, that's like a treat. You know? Like, if I'm getting a soda, like, for a drink, I'm not gonna get those. But, like, I'll have those, like, by themselves. Like, if everyone's getting food and I'm not hungry, I'll get, like, a root beer. You know? Because I'm just like, little treat. Little root beer treat, yippee. Let me specifically ask for a straw, because every time they don't give me a straw. Not like I ordered food or that or anything. Diet versus full fat Coke. is a more violent debate than any politics. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know. I just like Diet Coke tastes like electricity. Why did, oh my God, look how funny this is. Wow, Vaunt, you're really gonna call me a usual girl? Really? Oh, really, Vaunt? You're really gonna misogyny? Nah, Vaunt, that's misogyny. I see why you have food poisoning. No, that was actually the first time I've ever got food poisoning. I've done shit that should have given me food poisoning. Like one time, I had a burrito, but I only ate half of it, and then I left it on my desk like all night, and then I woke up in the morning, and I was like, oh, burrito, and I just ate it like in the morning for breakfast, like off my desk. That probably should have given me food poisoning. Caramello! I found the picture the other day from the Austin Major where Kodo took one bite out of every cookie in the container at the party. I've eaten Taco Bell after 5 days. 5 days in the fridge or 5 days like out? Botulism? No, botulism is like when something's like pickled and expires. Right? I think so. As long as it's not like dried out. Yeah, you just pick out the dried out parts. The Ariana Grande donut incident. Y'all remember? Why did she do that? Remember when she like licked a donut? I had a mat, just like I did in Fort Worth, to have everyone sign it. I asked Codavella for his signature, and he sat there for 2 minutes pondering what his sig was and ended up signing a penis with a smiley face. Kodo? Okay, now everyone's fiending a donut. A basta sandwich. Like, Kodo, what are you? What are you? Okay, wait, I have to place my order. I'm almost done, sorry. It's better to do this now before we're like really in the meat of it. You a critter, bro. Not enough people say that anymore. This better be a large fryer. I'm gonna be mad. I'm almost done, Ingran. I'm almost done, Ingran. La 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 la.
I said, I'm sorry for making that mistake. What time this happened yesterday?
Yeah, I got nuggets on the way. What about it?
Ballpark of the afternoon.
I'm
I saw
gonna eat
you like
so good.
what time
In
did you
a
get
in a
there?
drink,
Like
a
up there,
big
7.
large
Okay.
Diet Coke,
I
and
had
then
to
all
see
the
that. You put
Europeans.
makeup on it before you came.
Wait, I want to listen to this. All the Europeans, they're gonna see my I got a large. All the Europeans are gonna be like, oh my God, oh no way, America, ew! You guys are so fat. You guys are gonna, oh my God, you're actually gonna. I'm gonna see steam coming out of your ears. You colon D, you D colon capital D colon right now, but you'll see. The Europeans are gonna be like, no way! Ah! It's like, by the way, it's like 70% ice too. The drink like sits on your desk and it's just pissing condensation everywhere because it's like almost all ice. Like, of course, it's a scam. Like
Ballpark
everything.
Of the afternoon. But I saw you like at what? What time did you get out of the fair? Like up there at 7. Okay. I just seen that. You put makeup on it before you came out here? Yeah. Some concealer. Why would you do that? Because I didn't want to work traffic detail with scars on my face. I guess that's reasonable.
The longer he chats with Ken, the more Gregory worries about his mother, Gail.
Do you know if any developments have been made, if anything happened? They're going to tell you everything that goes on. But I'm trying to make sure that you are right. Because, you know, when you called me, you were very upset. It was just no, bad situation. Okay. Well, she had called me earlier. I could have come down here earlier with you. That's why I wanted to come down here and make sure that you're okay. Look at me for a second. No matter what's happened, it's very important.
Who is this guy on the left?
Whatever
Wait, it looks
is,
like it's
if you're
me.
upfront, no, it's even like remember what
Looks like
Joe's
I'm the guy on
laughing.
the left chilling.
Mhm. Because that's important. So what we act upon and you tell us things is what we're going to do. I know. We got to be able to trust you.
His sponsor, Detective Jones, is acting like a father figure here, telling him to look at him and to be honest. In contrast,
Guy with the
Gregory
hat,
is sitting
top
cross-armed and doesn't appear comfortable. As a 15-year-old kid, he should be panicking and asking about where his mom is, and yet he's oddly calm.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying you're not telling the truth. Yeah, I'm just saying for some reason you don't want to tell me Joe's name. And I don't know why. Why wouldn't you want to tell
Like,
me
why
Joe? I'm
pull
gonna
up this
go run
picture?
after Joe and get him in trouble. But that's just like you are.
Stock photo posed by like, this couldn't be more of a nothing burger. There's like, we don't need this here.
It's kind of like a question to make sure that you're going to be honest.
Nah, here's Joe.
You have my full cooperation. It's just I don't want
All blurry
an
Joe.
unrelated incident to be trying to the more.
He's
We need to
always
make sure it
blurry.
isn't related.
Blurry
we need to make sure
Joe.
that the people didn't come there and hurt you too. Is that possible? No, it's not. Okay. All right. If it was, I would have voiced my concerns already. Okay. That's fair. But we want to make sure that you're okay. I'm fine. Because these guys are going to ask you a lot of questions. They're going to be hard questions. It's going to be a lot harder than me asking you what that guy's name is. Okay. And I don't want you to put up any walls. I want you to just tell them exactly what happened. I'll answer all their questions. I'm ready.
With Gregory feeling more comfortable, Sergeant Pagliari begins the interview.
Couple things. As you can see, I see.
What's the crime? Enjoying a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Okay, Mosscliff. This guy called the cops. This guy called the cops and he was like, my house has been trashed and I don't know where my mom is. And so they brought him in and they're just like, what happened? And then he instantly got strange.
Okay. Plus you see the camera up in the thing there.
Gregory has read his rights, as is standard procedure. In Florida, there's no requirement for a parent to be present in order to interrogate a minor.
There you go,
However,
policeman.
there is an obligation to notify a parent or legal guardian when a minor is taken into custody, which isn't the same thing as questioning. The general take on the Florida parental notification requirement is that it's good faith, and the inability to make contact with a parent or guardian doesn't put a halt to any questioning.
Oh my God, it's a law based on good faith? Are you shitting all over me right now? So if they can't contact a parent, they just go ahead anyway? Why ever contact a parent then?
Still, it's important to note that Miranda rights apply to minors in Florida just as they do to adults. Now it's time for Sergeant Pagliari to get some background
Vibe-based
information
laws.
on Gregory's mother and some recent trouble at school.
How would you say your relationship is with your mom?
It has its ups and downs.
Okay.
I think everyone.
Like, this is the most guilty demeanor I've ever seen. Like, if your mother is hurt and they're asking you, like, what's your relationship with your mom? You'd be like, she's great. She's a great mom. Sometimes we fight, but it's no big deal. Like, what but she goes, it's got its ups and downs. Everyone argues a little bit with their mom. Like, so sus. Mangled Odyssey. Thank you for the prime. Thank you. You know what I was thinking after this? We make a punishment wheel for tomorrow.
Argues a little bit with your mom.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you again, Odyssey.
Love each other.
Welcome in.
A lot. And I really hope she's okay.
Have you ever been in trouble with the law before or anything?
No, sir.
No? Okay. How about trouble in school?
Hi,
Yeah.
Maris.
Okay.
Maris.
Having his sponsor in the room should make him feel much more comfortable and relaxed. Yet Gregory has his arms tightly
there you go,
crossed
legal
and his
name.
nonverbal communication is not in sync with his verbals, indicating he's feeling anxiety. Given the situation, this is understandable. He doesn't know where his mom is, and his house has been burglarized. Still, he's very closed off.
And I'm just getting background before we get into
How
this.
did he
That's all
get
I'm
a
trying to do here.
sponsor?
So, like, trouble at school, like how?
So I'm trying to think about when it was. Last month, I got ISOs. And
Generally, relations to moms have their ups and downs. Yeah, but like that's like not how you would react if she's missing and you don't know where she is. She could be like kidnapped and murdered, and someone asks, "How's your relationship with your mom?" Like you're not gonna say like it's got its ups and downs. Like I don't know, sure, but It's like a bit blunt given the situation. It's a bit glib. What's that definition? Definition of glib? Is that the right use? Yeah. Having only superficial plausibility, persuasive in speech, marked by a lack of intellectual depth. It's a glib response to a complex question. It's a bit glib. There you go. You can have that for free. New vocab word.
What is that, sir? I don't know.
ISS is in-school suspension. OSS is out-of-school suspension.
Okay. Why? What happened?
The
This chat
weekend
is too
beforehand.
active.
my
Not
friend was
really.
going
Not right now.
no. So I went to go.
I
snuck
read
out of
like
my house
every
to go
message.
talk to him, and I talked with him. And my friend smokes cigarettes, and he gave me some to take home with me.
Yeah,
I
that
put
was a
some in my
glorp
backpack, and I
response
forgot to
or
now.
whatever.
So when I was searched randomly at my school, they were found.
And how'd your mom feel about that?
She was not happy.
Sorry, what did they find? Sorry, I was thinking about the word glib. What did they find in his backpack at school? Was anyone listening, or should I go back? I put some in my backpack and I forgot to take them out. Cigarettes. She was not happy when she found out. Okay.
But we worked out a solution, which was me going to do community service for my church.
Okay. You talk about ups and downs in your mom's relationship, right? So that would probably be one of the downs,
500
I would assume.
cigarettes.
No, because she was justified in her anger. That was my fault. But previously, my mom has done things that were not justified.
You want to tell me about those?
All you really need to know is it was just impulse.
All you really need to know. These are the
Gregory
police?
is making an attempt to not only be perceived as a good person by making himself look like someone who would admit it when he did something wrong, but also to control the interview when he adds, all you really need to know. Given
And he
the
was
fact
trying
that
to
he's
control
only
earlier,
15,
too.
This is all very bold.
Yeah.
I'm not here to get your mom in trouble, by the way. So.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So if you're if you think that what you're going to tell me is going to negatively affect what I think about your mother, that's not it at all.
It's just hard for me to talk about.
Okay.
Now that he understands Gregory a bit better, it's time for Pagliari to start creating a timeline from the day before the burglary.
Who stayed at your house last night?
Who was at my house last night?
Yeah.
Gregory repeats the question before answering, which gives him a pause to think about what exactly he wants to say. The reason this is a red flag is because the question is simple and straightforward, and not a complex question that requires a lot of thought.
Me and my mother.
Okay. All right. Now, Detective Jones was talking to you, and I was, again, listening. You were at a fair or something yesterday?
Yesterday, I was working parking detail for the Orange City Police Explorers. I was helping park cars at the Volusia County Fair.
Do you know what time you came home last night?
8:47, maybe?
My stomach
Why
is
so
like,
specific?
I'm
That's
thinking about
just
chicken
the time
nugget.
I remember, probably from looking at my phone. The thing with the truck detail ended early.
This
It was
is
supposed to go
Florida,
until
yeah.
9, but I think it ended a bit early. And so I got home around just closer to 9. So, yeah.
Mom was home?
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys, when you got home, conversation with Mom, ask how your day was, anything?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Good.
Okay.
We talked, we ate dinner.
What'd you guys have for dinner?
I don't remember.
You don't remember what you had?
No.
Must not have been very eventful.
No, it was just like a regular night.
There's a slight upward inflection when Gregory answers good. This often indicates a bit of uncertainty.
When you
Okay,
got home,
buddy.
conversation with Mom, ask how your day was, anything?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Good.
The rest of Gregory's answers are also short and vague, but most interestingly, he also seems to be emphasizing that last night was, as he said, just like every other night. All of this together seems to suggest the opposite of what Gregory is saying, and something
I've
about
seen
last
enough
night
kill
was
this
not
man.
good or like every other.
What?
So Mom doesn't make good food? Because there seems to me dinner's never eventful. Is that what you're telling me?
I know.
Because when I find her and tell her, I'm going to say, listen, Greg says the dinner's uneventful. You think she's going to be upset with me or upset with you when she says that?
Maybe.
There are a few interesting interactions here. For one, a bit earlier, Gregory gives a very specific answer of 8:47, which sets the stage that his memory is very good. Second, the detective seems to have noticed how closed off Gregory is being still, and is doing a little bit of friendly picking on him to build rapport. However, when the detective talks about finding his mom, Gregory makes some anchor point shifts. This
I
thought
don't
should have
know.
raised a bit of hope or excitement, yet instead he shows signs of
My
anxiety.
stomach!
And since she goes off on you for other stuff, so I don't want her to go off on you for that.
Fine. It's whatever.
It's whatever. How do you deal with it when she goes off on you?
I've gotten better at it.
You've gotten better at it?
I used to get really angry and emotional, but I've kind of realized that's not worth it.
Well, that's the only way to deal with it. The worst thing to do would be what, put your hands on her?
I would never do something like that.
You would never put your hands on your mom?
No. And I think I've made that point quite clear to her. We had an argument a couple months ago. It was like a long time ago.
Mike, hello.
And she sat me across the room because she didn't trust me. And I told her I could, yell and scream and yell all I want, do the exact same stuff you did to me, but I'd never lay my hands on you. Never. That's just not something I do.
Gregory repeats the statement that he would never lay his hands on his mom.
Okay, but like I would do this about something I mean. Like I would repeat the same thing over and over again to make sure that there's like emphasis on how much I wouldn't do it and I would mean it. But are they saying this is
and then make some convincing character reference statements. It's clear that he's working really hard to be seen as a calm, non-violent person who couldn't have hurt his mom. It makes you wonder why he feels the need to emphasize this when she's just missing at this point. Sergeant Pagliari begins building
I
a
guess
timeline.
given the circumstance that's
What happened
odd.
this morning?
I slept good. My alarm was not set. She woke me up around 6:20. I sleep in my clothes.
So what you're wearing right now is what you wore to school?
No, I changed shirts when I got home.
Okay.
I was sweaty.
This is an odd detail. Why would Gregory even think of changing his shirt when he came home and found his house burglarized and his mother missing?
Yeah.
But your pants and shoes are the same?
Yes.
And your socks? I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So 6:20 you slept in, okay?
Oh my god. My mom is missing and my house is a mess. She could be kidnapped or killed. But I'm so sweaty right now. God, I'm really sweaty. I need to. Okay, first change my shirt, then call the cops. Oh,
Mom came woke you up.
what?
Fired up, huh?
She wasn't angry.
Okay. So tell me what
You
happened.
would do this.
She's like, okay, you gotta get
But
up
I'm
now.
always
Go brush your teeth
sweaty.
and pile in the car. So I grabbed my backpack. I went and brushed my teeth, took out my retainer, kind of messed with my hair a bit, and then I got in the car.
So what time do you think you got to school?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Can't look at your phone?
It's probably in the ballpark of like 6:40.
Okay.
It's certainly interesting that a few minutes ago, Gregory could remember the exact minute he got home, but now he honestly has no clue what time he got to school.
Talk to anybody when you got there? Hey, what's up? You got friends at school?
Yes.
Who'd you talk to? First person you saw at school was who?
First person I saw.
Mm-hmm.
For a brief moment, Gregory unblocks by lowering his arms and leaning forward. He then wrings his hands together before closing back off. Something about this line of questioning made him a bit uncomfortable. But why?
Probably
He
my
wasn't
friend
at school.
Kat. Yeah.
Boy or girl?
Female.
You got a last name?
No.
Who's your friend? You don't know her last name?
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Yes, please.
I don't really got that many friends. I'm not like a super social person.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
I have a lot of acquaintances that I have that I've either A, had a class with in the past, or B, have class with now, or C, I know from elsewhere. And so, yeah.
Okay. No worries, man. No worries. I get that. What's your first period class, buddy?
Biology.
Who's that teacher?
Mr. Ostowski.
Biology.
Late.
Biology. What building is that? Room, building, and everything else, you know?
Building 3.
Mm-hmm.
4-3.
403 is the room?
Well, building 3, floor 3.
Oh, floor 3.
I don't know the room number.
You want to take a stab at spelling the last name of that teacher?
Latsoi, or maybe W, and ski, I guess. Something like
Man, woman?
that. The guy.
Guy. Okay. You like him?
See how when he says like, oh, man, woman, boy, girl, if it's a girl, he goes, yeah, it's a female. And then if it's a man or woman, just some guy. Like, so casually refers to his fellow man, and then a woman is like a biological other specimen, female.
Teacher?
I have a D in his class.
You have a
Ball?
D.
Yeah.
Hello,
How's
Bowman.
Mom feel about that?
We had an argument about it last night.
Oh. Tell me about that.
We talked about it. Basically, she's like, I can't be doing this. And I was like, well, I got all A's and B's last quarter. I can pull my grade up before the end of the semester. And she was like, you know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Don't act so cocky. I'm like, I'm not. I just know I'm capable of doing things like that.
Sergeant Pagliari has honed his skills when it comes to reading behavior, and he's picking up on some strange behavior from Gregory.
You know, one thing that you said you'd like being you want to be a detective someday. And in my personal experience, when people start a story and then they go into the blah, blah, blah part, that there's more to the blah, blah, blah. So if you will, Greg, tell me what the blah, blah, blah part was for this argument.
Okay, well, basically, she was just kind of like, you know, whatever. You act narcissistic sometimes.
I think so too.
Don't be so cocky.
Using the word basically tends to indicate that someone is leaving something out. This, combined with Gregory's nonverbal behaviors such as self-soothing head rubbing, scratching, possible eye blocking, and his one hand tightly across his stomach in a protective and guarded posture, all seem to indicate that he's feeling a lot of anxiety.
I was like, well, I'm not cocky. I'm capable. I feel like I have this.
That is the most cocky thing I've ever heard. I'm not cocky. I'm capable.
Skills because I've done it before to fix my grades in a short amount of time. And I was like, I probably could fix them by Friday and stuff, and just talking with her about that. And she was like, all right, whatever, go study your biology. And I was like, all right. So I studied my biology for about an hour, and then I went into her room, and she was on the phone with Dad. I said hi to Dad, and they hung up, and then I said a prayer with her for a good night, and that our whatever for our family members, for Grandma, for Uncle Joe, and stuff like that.
When people say and then or jump to parts of their story by saying and repeated a few times in a row, it tends to mean that they're going through events like they're bullet points, and they're usually leaving something out between the.
I don't know about that. This is how you talk, man. This is just how you speak. I was doing this, and then I was doing this. Wait. You said and then because you're leaving out something. No.
Ands.
And I was like, I probably could fix them by Friday. And so I studied my biology for about an hour, and then I went into her room, and
he's recounting a timeline. When you have something to add to a statement, you say and.
She was on the phone with Dad. I said hi to Dad, and they hung up, and then I said a prayer with her for a good night, and
this is just conversation.
For Grandma, for Uncle Joe, and stuff like that.
I got a burger and then I got nuggets.
When Gregory says and then as the questioning continues.
And then I kissed her and I went to sleep. Okay. And that was around, I went to sleep around 11. That is when I woke up late.
Okay. When was the first time somebody called you about, or did anyone call you about your mother not being at work or anything like that?
I received no communication from anyone about that.
Okay.
With Gregory's school day seeming as normal as can be, the sergeant inquires about what he found when he got home that afternoon. Gregory gives some indication that he's feeling anxiety around the questions of what happened when he got home by fidgeting with his fingers, making anchor point shifts, and doing some self-soothing rubbing on his arm. It's important to note that an innocent person might also experience anxiety with these questions, as coming home to such a house after a robbery would be traumatic. However, it's still going to be noted by the detective.
How long would you say it takes you to get from the bus stop to your house?
10 to 15 minutes.
Okay. You weren't running or anything today, were you?
No.
Okay.
Gregory makes even more anchor point movement shifts as this line of questioning starts, moving his leg up into a barrier position and engaging in some self-soothing as well.
Front door was locked. You used the key. Mom's car was in the driveway?
Correct.
And you told Detective Jones it was running?
It was running.
Is that odd?
Yes.
Is it odd the fact that your mom's car is even there at all?
Yes.
Why?
Because she parks at the Sunrail station, and then she takes her bike on the Sunrail to go to her job.
How does mom usually get home?
6:30.
Car's in the driveway and it's running. That's weird. Car's there at all. It's weird. You agree?
Yes.
So now you used the key and you opened the door. What did you do? What's the first thing you do when you went inside?
Well, I noticed that
changed
there was
my shirt,
all over the
apparently.
floor, like just a bunch of like crap that was strewn everywhere, and the closet doors were open, and there was stuff spilled on my table. I just noticed that the front view of my house was chaotic.
Spilled on the table where?
I don't know. On the table?
What room's the table?
Oh, it's my house. You go through the front door, and there's this hallway. My room is this way, and then there's our dining room table right here.
Okay. Gotcha.
And the next thing I did was I went in my room, and I noticed that there were things missing, and that there was dressers and crap, all that crap just pulled out and strewn everywhere.
What's missing from your room?
Mainly, I didn't really look thoroughly for everything that was missing from my room, but I noticed.
You know what's interesting? Is he said, everything is missing except the TV in my room. So, how did he have time to go looking in, every single room and, find the things that are missing? How does he know what's missing? His story is that he came in and then, changed his shirt and then called the police. So, how does he know everything is missing from all these other rooms? And why would you go searching around if it's, dangerous like this? They could still be here. They could be dangerous. They could be violent. Dennis, good night.
Just 3 things in particular.
What are those?
My stereo system.
Describe what they are. So 3 things.
It's
Stereo system. What's that?
It's like a radio with 2 large speakers, and it lights up LED blue.
Do you know who makes it?
0 Clue.
Zero Clue is pretty popular.
Yeah, I know.
What's the other thing that you're missing?
My gaming computer.
No!
Describe it to me.
It is white. It has a glass side, and inside you can see the wires and the graphics cards and all that stuff inside, and it goes LED blue.
So it's like a tower, not a laptop?
It is, yeah. It's a big boy.
Attached to a monitor. That's how you play?
Yeah. I paid with it for all my own money from summer jobs and stuff.
Must be pretty pissed off that's gone.
Yes.
I would be weeping if I had my entire PC stolen. Oh my god. What do you mean, I guess? Where are my chicken? Where are my chicken nuggets? Almost chicken nugget time.
I'd be pissed off. You spent all your money that you earned to buy this computer tower, now it's gone?
Well, I'm more pissed off that my mom is gone.
Rightfully so. Get that.
This is an interesting moment. It appears that Gregory doesn't want to show anger about his missing things,
Yeah.
so he deflects it back to his missing mom to appear like the appropriately concerned teenager, but it all seems a little forced.
What's the 3rd thing?
I noticed I have a 25, I forget the weight on it, but it's a hunting legal combat bow.
It's compact
bow.
Give me a minute. You good? I think it's a phone call. Actually, someone needs to talk to me. You can talk to Detective Jones.
While Sergeant Pagliari steps out of the room to make some calls, Gregory chats with Detective Jones.
When do you think my house will not be a crime scene?
I don't know. Sometimes it takes hours. Sometimes it takes almost a day and a half.
I know you've worked cases like this before.
I have. It takes a while sometimes. And the more information you can give them, the better off it is.
Yeah.
They need to know what to do, where to go.
I made a lot of bad decisions.
Why are you saying this? Lapolga, we're a little bit of the ways in. This guy came home and his house was wrecked and his mom was missing and her car was on. And he's really suspicious. And he's 15. Good night, Clint.
In my life. With regards to other things.
Yeah.
And it's just...
His answer here immediately grabs Detective Jones's attention, and he moves into the confession position. Gregory must have noticed because he quickly clarified with regards to other things, but it makes you wonder, what exactly is his sponsor thinking in this moment?
Now, my mom's gone. I don't make the reconcile with myself.
Well, why would you think that's the case?
Because no one knows where the hell she is. Why would a home invade or take hostage?
Somebody knows.
I just hope my mom is okay.
Yeah, I do too, Greg.
I can't imagine what it'd be like
Love you, Mom, don't you? After you guys had your argument with her last night, if she was here right now, what would you say to her? I would just feel like such a dick after every argument we have. It just makes me angry because we don't understand each other because we're different people and we have different opinions, but we love each other. Oh no! Yeah. You feel guilty about the fight a little bit? I just. What? I just wish I hope she's safe.
He said, I want her back. He said, I just want her back. And then bro leans forward again and said, say that again. And he said,
Did you say you want her back?
Because she's gone? Yeah, but it's like a strange way to word that. As if like, that's just a strange way to word that. Like, give her back. Like, you don't know anything. Erderblade, by the way, hello.
Where is she gone?
Oh, and now it's so act.
Gregory makes a big mistake
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
He slips up saying,
I hope she's safe.
He may have just given away not only what happened to his mom, but that he may know more about it than he's letting on. To cover, he starts to cry. But if you're wondering if he's actually upset, notice that he gets distracted and has to brush his hair out of his face. After the detective helps Gregory calm down, Pagliari comes back into the room with more questions, hoping to get any information from Gregory that might help them find his mother.
So we were talking about going through the house. You went down, took some inventory.
Well, after I went downstairs looking for my mom and didn't find her, I went back upstairs and I decided I needed to check on my dog.
He's so eager to continue his story that he actually interrupts the detective.
Going through the house, you went down, took some inventory.
Well, after I went downstairs.
He seems pressured to go through what he did when he got home and to explain everything. This is really interesting because an innocent person shouldn't feel the need to explain things. It simply is what it is.
Yeah, and you want to know what the detective's going to say. They might have news.
Was broken into, robbed. I thought there was a good chance they killed my dog. But, I mean, I didn't know he doesn't bark that much, but I didn't know if they were going to do that or if, whatever. I didn't know what was going to happen. So I walked into the laundry room and I saw everything was displaced, right? But my dog was fine. And that's when I noticed the door. The door, here, I'm going to stand up and show you.
You want to stand up and show me? Okay.
So, let's say this is the knob for the door, and there's a deadbolt here. The deadbolt was unlocked, right? And this was locked. But this entire wooden area on this frame was looked like it had been busted open. Like the force of the door was so powerful that it had literally broken the wood. I recognized that as someone kicking in the door.
Yeah, no one asked him
it's
to do
odd
all
that Gregory
this.
thinks this is something he needs to demonstrate.
Like,
it's more likely that he feels the need to burn.
Yeah, like, why are you... They shut down your house as a crime scene and are investigating it right now, and they're professionals. They know the door was kicked in. Like, you're doing too much! Paul, this is fiend.
Off nervous energy.
Why do you think that?
Because either that or they somehow forced the door open, but it had to be a strong enough force to break this, to break a lock, basically. It has to be strong enough to do that.
Sure.
So,
did you think that?
Yeah.
The force and everything you're talking about here is just because of that, based off your explorer training?
There's common sense.
Common sense.
I'm just assuming, just thinking out loud, you have to be able to be either strong enough or there needs to be a certain amount of force for the wood, a door frame to basically crack and make the lock give out.
Sure.
As Gregory draws out a layout of his home for Sergeant Pagliari, he mentions something odd that he noticed in his mother's room.
I made it to the master bedroom, and it was just really bad. It was terrible in there. And one thing I noticed was that the bed was at an angle.
What's it supposed to be?
How do you remember that? Your entire house is like trashed. But you remember this enough to point it out as like a key point of interest. He thinks he's playing them for a fool. He really is a fucking narcissist. Like, he thinks that he's setting the stage for them perfectly, and the little breadcrumbs that he's leaving are the ones that they'll latch onto, just like he planned. That's my guess. That's what I think he's doing. Where am I? Chicken nugget? Guys, my chicken nugget here. If I leave this playing, will you catch me up when I get back? Chicken nuggets! There's no way I miss anything super important. Like, I think he's just gonna keep being a narcissist. Okay, I gotta run! I gotta run!
Straight on.
Chicken nugget, yeah!
Now, there's a dresser here. There's a dresser here. There's a couple bookshelves, and there's a mirror here, and then there's a dresser here. And then that's the bathroom going on. But that bed was out of place. That's one of the major things I noticed was that the bed was out of place.
There's been a shift in how Gregory answers these questions, and he's much more open to talking about things that have nothing to do with his mother.
So after I surveyed the house and looked for my mom, I called the cops. I'm pretty sure you know the rest of the story.
Yeah. Did you see, okay. There's one thing I want to ask you about. You said you came home from school and you wore different clothes to school. So you went through the whole house, you did all this surveying and everything. At what point did you think it was pertinent to change your clothes?
All right, let me tell you. So I was sweating my ass off, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was really hot, and
Instead of just answering the question directly, he goes into a long story to explain his actions, which is another sign that he feels nervous about what he's saying.
I told my family, I think I told you this, but I got in the house and I felt sick. I couldn't find my mom. I was freaking out. I was not in a good place. And so I went to my bathroom and I threw up in the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
And I then proceeded to flush the throw up down. And then I took off my school shirt and then I changed it to a different shirt. I didn't know if there was any throw up on it or not, but I was feeling hot and sweaty.
Hang on, hello? I saw a bunch of lols in the cat room. I should go back, no? What did I miss? I saw a bunch of laughing. What are you laughing at? I should? Like... here? Here? Go back to when you left. Maybe here, after I surveyed the house and looked for my mom. Wait, I have to leave the cam off for like 2 seconds while I take everything out because this frickin' oh, I'm out of breath. I was trying to be quick. I'm out of breath. Shush, I'm so out of shape. I shouldn't eat this. I have to take everything out, and this freaking bag like doxes me. Okay,
After I surveyed the house and looked for my mom, I called the cops. I'm pretty sure you know the rest of the story.
Yeah. Did you see, okay. There's one thing I want to ask you about.
This is
You
actually
said
a
you came
big
home from
ass
school and you wore different clothes to school. So you went through the whole house, you did all this surveying and everything. At what point did you think it was pertinent to change your clothes?
All right, let me tell you. So I was sweating my ass off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
I was
god, young
really
man.
hot, and
Instead of just answering the question directly,
cussing to
he
the
goes into a
police.
long story to explain his actions, which is another sign that he feels nervous about what he's saying.
I told my family, I think I told you this, but I
It
got in the
smells
house
like
and I
Dima's
felt
room
sick.
in here, bro. At the Fort Worth event, it was like every time you would walk by Dima's room, you know it's Dima's room because it just fucking smells like McDonald's. I'm not even kidding. Look at this. It's just a small sip. One-fifth of your volume.
I couldn't find my mom. I was freaking out. I was just was not in a good place. And so,
So
I
I
went to
need-
my bathroom and I threw up in the toilet.
Where is this coming from? Because he just said, oh, all I did when I came home was change my shirt. Now there's this. Ratier?
And I then proceeded to flush the throw up down, and then I took off my school shirt and then I changed it to a different shirt. I didn't know if there was any throw up on it or not, but I was feeling hot and
This is my
sweaty, and I
large
needed to
fry.
change the color.
Where's the shirt at now?
It's in my hamper
Where's that?
in my room.
Okay.
Sergeant Pagliari clarifies one final detail before diving into Gregory's story. If things seem a little odd so far, then get ready, because this is where things start to get even stranger.
Detective Jones was talking about
I
the
love
marks to your
french
face. And I want to talk about that a little bit more.
Yeah, and he's bruised up.
All right.
When did that happen?
Can I ask?
Wait. And he's bruised up like he was in a fight. Detective says, hey, why didn't you have these bruises yesterday? He said, I was wearing makeup.
What relevance this has to the conversation?
Everything is relevant, Greg.
What did you just say? To the cop!
When did that happen?
Can I ask what relevance this has to the conversation?
Everything is relevant,
You don't say
Greg.
that.
Asking about the relevance is the kind of thing you could expect to hear from an experienced criminal as a deflection, or from a savvy adult with a lawyer, perhaps. But this is unexpected awareness on the
These
part
are
of a
my
young,
chicken
seemingly
nuggets.
not criminally involved teen. He sounds like a defense lawyer here, not a kid. It also
Yeah.
shows that he may be fishing to see what information they have.
Now they're going to say, hey, listen, Greg's mother's missing. Greg has marks on his face. Is it possible that Greg got in some kind of altercation with his mother? Right? They're going to ask me that.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I need to explain when you got those marks on your face.
All right.
Good. When?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? What time?
After school.
Where at?
Student parking lot.
Okay. Who did it?
My friend Joe.
What's his last name?
It starts with an L.
You have a class with him?
No. He's older than me, but he's what? He's older
yeah,
than me?
we don't
Older
have
than
garlic
you?
sauce.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Joe L. Older. White male, black male, Hispanic male.
White.
Okay. What grade do you think Joe L. is in?
He's a junior.
How long have you known him?
Year and a half.
Okay.
Not gonna explain the situation to you because it probably looks like I got my ass beat.
Well, go ahead, please. Tell me what happened.
All right. So at homecoming, Joe's ex-girlfriend was attempting to grind on me. I don't even know what that is.
Tell me what it is.
It's like when you have well, I was hanging out with my friend, my other friends, right?
He doesn't want to
And
explain what grinding
They're
is.
obviously
Ew,
they're being
wow.
grinded on, right? But I don't have a
A
girlfriend.
school
I'm kind of more
dance! You're
focused on
such a
other things, and I
chud!
don't have time for that. And so his ex-girlfriend, Joe's ex-girlfriend, comes to grind on me, and I'm like, I don't really want to do that. And she's like, come on, it'll be fun.
Dude,
And so she did it.
Wait, Dudok and Dudok Raiders. Hello. Muesli, Beatrice, Recco, Baldy, Patty. Hello, welcome. We are watching something. Wait, I have to show you this, though. I just got a McDonald's. Look how big this drink is. No way you guys have this. Look how big my drink is. It's like a gallon. You want some? ¿Quieres? Hello. Belka, hello. We are watching. That was a loud, swallow. We're watching, this kid. He called the police and he was like, someone trashed my house and my mom is missing. But now he's just, being so fucking suspicious. Low-key, he did it. Low-key, I think he did it. I think he hurt his mama type shit. Is that a plastic straw? Fuck them turtles. I'll stop using plastic straws when, like, Taylor Swift dies or something. She's doing way more damage than me. like... what am I gonna do? I don't want to suck on glue and have my straw dissolve in my mouth so that Taylor Swift can fucking take a private jet down the street. Fuck you, Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift should use some paper straws. I hate paper straws. I hate the feeling of drinking something and then next time you go to take a drink out of it, your straw is wet and cold and soggy. Oh! Oh! God damn. I just got mad. Exactly, they suck. Probably autism. Taylor Swift catching strays deserves strays, though. Strays reference. Duduck, though, by the way, I got so distracted. Thank you for the frickin' raid. I hope you had a good stream. Welcome, raiders. It's like lunchtime where you didn't and watching. I hope you had a fun time at Duduck's stream. See you in Singapore? Dude, I don't even think I'm going to Atlanta because I'm getting scared of the Hanta virus. I got scared. My Twitter is making me scared. I don't know. Maybe if there's no more Hanta. That's the best feeling because it's like you're sharing it with someone else.
And I kind of let her because I wanted
French
to
fry!
fit in, I guess. But Joe found out, so he came up to me, and then he slapped me and he punched me. And he goes, dude, what the hell?
Dude, what the hell?
You know, why would you do that? And we talked to that. And I basically explained to him that I was at fault. I shouldn't have done that. I value you more than those other people. You know, I value what we have. And I wouldn't want to end that. And I want you to understand that I'm sorry. And that I really want to continue being friends with you. And he was like, you know, it was kind of a dick move for me to
Where's the story going?
come up and hit you
He just yaps
without any
because
pretext.
he's guilty.
So I'm sorry that I did that. Then we hugged. And I said, see you tomorrow. And that was it.
Was there anybody else there that saw this?
No.
In the middle of a crowded...
Not that I know of is a selective memory statement, but Gregory's entire story is full of red flags, starting with the neck rubbing. It's not particularly believable that most teen boys would get in a fight like that and make up that quickly, never mind hug, and not even know each other's last names. Either Gregory actually has no clue how normal interactions work, or he thinks the officers are that naive and dumb that they will believe this story.
No, but
So you were just in the parking lot. Like, were you walking? Were you hanging out? I mean, how did this... Tell me about how
I was hanging out with my friends.
So you were there in the parking lot with other people?
Yeah.
Okay, well, can you name somebody with a first and last name?
Brian Torres.
Brian Torres?
Torres.
Spell it for me, bud. Give it a go.
P-O-R-E-Z.
P-O-R-E-Z? So...
Torres, yeah.
Oh, okay. The fact that they're showing his picture and his full name?
Is he in the class with you?
No.
Instead of blurring?
He saw it all go down.
So Brian Torres saw Joe L. punch you in the face.
Yeah.
In the student parking lot yesterday at University High School.
Yes.
Okay.
Gregory's story is now out in the open, but there are a few issues with it. While Sergeant Pagliari has been speaking with Gregory, another investigator has been verifying information with Gregory's school, and things just aren't lining up.
That's 100%.
That's everything?
No, that's it. I mean, you're telling me that what you're telling me is the truth.
Yeah.
Okay. You're in school all day.
Yep, I have no reason to lie to you.
Should I believe everything that you told me today, Greg?
I mean, it's up to you.
Well, here's
oh my
the
God,
thing.
Jimmy Jones is
Do
here.
you think that I'm not going to go or have some of my detectives go and run down your story and verify all these places you were at?
Yeah.
Which was just
An
lying with
honest
his
person is
chest.
much more likely to just say yes or ask, why wouldn't you, instead of a more confrontational answer like, it's up to you.
And when I do that, what are they going to tell me?
Then they're going to tell you it's truthful.
That you were in, you went to every class today.
I was late to 7th period, and I was in the auditorium 6th period. I don't think I mentioned that, but...
Okay, so you didn't check yourself out of school today at 1:10?
No, why?
So the school's wrong.
Oh!
What do you mean?
So if the school tells me that Greg checked himself out of school today at 1:10 p.m., that's wrong.
Yeah, because I was there all day.
Okay.
Let's check the
So
cameras.
if Mr. Dye tells me you weren't in school today, in his class, he's wrong.
No.
No, he's not wrong.
But I didn't leave the school.
So you lied to me.
Oh, I didn't leave the school. You asked if I left the school. I said no.
You lied to me. Period. I don't give a damn what it's about. You lied to me.
Yeah.
What happened?
Gregory seems to freeze a bit here, like he's trying to decide what
It's all falling apart. They checked one thing. Period.
his next story is going to look like.
Is
The
this you,
detective just
Greg?
confronted him, and now
Greg
he's entered the
Raw 69?
deconflicting stage of the liar's loop for this part of his lie. He now has to make his story fit into what the detective already knows. As well, the detective is doing a good job of slowly entering the confrontation stage of the Reed technique, bringing up
Is that
piece
true,
by
Blitzman?
piece
Guys, you don't know this is Blitzman's like job. Or not job, but study. Is he actually doing a good job?
to see how Gregory responds. He's also sitting in the same position as Gregory. This kind of mirroring is meant to improve rapport and connection, even while confronting him.
Well, as you know, I have a D in biology. And I fell asleep in his class. And so I needed to get shit done. I needed to get on that grind. So
The grind?
I skipped into the auditorium 6th and 7th period. And I sat down and I took that time and I did my bio homework.
Sorry.
And the stuff I needed to do for bio because I'm missing a frick ton, a lot of assignments in there. I think I'm missing,
A
in total, I'm
frick ton.
missing 6.
That's insane that he's been like cussing to this officer like, I don't give a fuck, like all kinds of shit, like that's so ass. And now he's like, no, dude, I'm literally missing a frick ton of assignments. A frick ton?
It doesn't need to be done.
So why would the school say you checked yourself out at 1:10?
Because I would show up absent for both of those classes. You can't check yourself out.
It's hard to tell if Gregory is being genuine, but if he's willing to lie about something like this, then what else could he be lying about?
Why'd you lie to me about stupid as biology?
Because I don't want you to have a bad opinion of me. Because I want you to understand I've done a lot of wrong things in my life. And I acknowledge that. I don't make the best decisions. But if something serious as this, or my mom is missing, I need you to, not have a bad opinion of me.
My opinion of you, Greg, is whatever you tell me. My job is not here to make judgments, good, bad, or indifferent. My job is to get as much as I can from you to help find your mother. Now, when you lie to me, even if it's a little bit, yeah, you lose some credibility. And you can get all upset and cry about it. That's just the way that it goes.
No, I get it.
Just tastes like
You hear what I'm
rice.
saying?
No, I hear what you're
If you
saying.
haven't tried
And
it, you
then
gotta try it.
I get these things about, well, who's the guy who drove you? I don't know. Brian something.
Well, I didn't lie to you. I legitimately forgot his name the first time I was talking about him.
These things that you tell me, Greg, especially when you're not in school. Can anybody verify where were you when you did your biology homework?
In the auditorium.
So I want to see you on camera in the auditorium doing your biology homework.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I don't see that and I call you a liar again, am I right to do that?
Yeah. But that's what you will see, so I'm not really worried about it.
Okay. All right. So if I were to
I just missed my
hypothetically
mouth.
just say, or just to say, not even hypothetically, if I were to say that you went home last night, got in an argument with your mom for whatever
I just
reason,
missed.
I guess it was the biology thing, right? Because I know she told your dad that you guys got in an argument about it. If I were to say that you went to school and then you came home, somehow you got home, I'm not sure how you got home, but you checked yourself out. Now again, give me some credit here. You checked yourself out, or you left school.
He got home by walking That's why he was sweaty. That's why he was sweaty. Because he got home by walking. He walked home from school.
Cool. Checking out. You just left. Somehow you got home. You get home, something happens to your mom, or you and your mom got into hands-on, you did something to your mom. Wouldn't that be far-fetched?
What do you mean?
You killed your mom.
Why would you think of?
That is the guiltiest thing I have ever seen. Stunned silence. He doesn't even change his facial expression, doesn't move. The first thing you should think is, what? Why would you, what? Me? And then you'd be mad. Like, can you do your fucking job and, like, lock in, bro? Like, can you lock in and, like, make this right? Like, he just sits there. Why would you think I would do that? Now, here's the thing. He doesn't say, why would I do that? He says, why did you think I did that? He, like, wants to see where he, like, went wrong in his manipulating.
Would do that.
Following this accusation, Gregory freezes and pauses for a long time.
That is so
right now, he's been pretending that she's just missing, so this is a big jump, but Gregory's response is very suspicious. He doesn't show any anger or indignation as you would expect from an innocent person being accused. He just flipped it and asked the detective a question. He didn't even deny it. He just deflected.
You told me. You guys have ups and downs. You got marks on your face. You told me Joel is the one that punched you in the face, but before you didn't say shit about it.
You didn't ask.
I did ask. I said, who was there? I don't know. Oh, maybe my friend was there. Your credibility with me, Greg, sometimes is up and down.
Hang on, I'm gonna get off this officer so you can see it better.
So again, when I asked you,
like
would it be far-fetched if you came home today and killed your mother?
Yeah.
You did kill your mother?
No.
Would it be far-fetched?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I would never do something like that.
But she sent you. I know she sent you.
This is the first big confrontation when Pagliari states, "You killed your mom." He then attempts to build a theme that she's been hitting Gregory, offering him some kind of justification. But as the accusations against him become more and more severe, Gregory seems to realize that the only way to protect his innocence is to make some tragic and startling revelations.
Have you ever been sexually assaulted?
No. Have you?
Yes.
Okay.
I have. I was sexually assaulted. I reported it to the police. They did nothing.
Okay.
So, the only person that was really there for me were my parents, and specifically my mom. My mom was the one who helped me through that dark time in my life. I felt I attempted to more than once, more than 3 times. She never put me in all facts. She never called the cops. She never did any of that. She helped me through that time in my life where I was in a bad place. And
then why'd you kill her?
She saved me from myself. I love my mom.
This guy would
More
suck at Among Us.
than anything. And
also, Nick's,
we have
I'm just
our
waiting on my
ups and
roommate's
downs, and we have our
VR
problems,
headset.
but I love her.
The timing of his story is questionable. He seems to be trying to deflect from the accusation that he killed his mother and put himself into a victim role in the eyes of the detective. It's a fairly common tactic for narcissistic individuals to use threats or actions like this to manipulate others. He also makes really intense eye contact while leaning forward and seems to be trying to read if he believes his story. This position is similar to the confession position, but the officers don't have him to that point yet. He's just trying to manipulate them into believing him.
And I was explaining to Detective Jones earlier, I had gotten into an argument with my mom maybe a year ago, and she sat me across the room, and she said, "I'm scared of you."
Why?
And I said, "Why?" She's like, "What if you lay your hands on me?" And I said, "I would never do that, because I would never do that. That's not something I would do. That's not something I would
They're
ever do.
repeating again.
I would never lay my hands on my mother. She's done too much for me, too much for her family, for me to lay hands on my mother." You're a detective, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, do you want to know what happened today?
You're pissing me off. You're fucking pissing me off, boy.
Yes.
Do you want to? Me and you want the same thing.
Yes.
We want to find my mom.
I wonder what happened to your mom.
I want to know what happened to my mom as well. And I don't think she's dead. Whatever. I try to think positively, but it's whatever. The point of the matter is, like I've said before in our previous conversation,
Like I said before, is a reference statement and saves him from having to repeat a lie again.
I've made some mistakes in my life, and I regret them. And now I'm gonna voice my mistakes to you, so you can understand what happened. I don't know what happened to my mom. That's the first thing I want to get out. I don't know what happened to my mom.
It said, I'm covering it. It said he's holding intense eye contact, wringing his hands while he says this. But my camera's covering it. Should I go down here on this guy? He's not doing nothing. He's just sitting there, man. Intense hand wringing and eye contact. Threeks, hello.
But I do know where I was. I know how everything conspired. And I know that I lied to you a lot because I wanted to protect my own name. But I realize now that after you asked me whether whether I killed my mom or not, I realized that there's something more important than just me, and that's my family.
What are you talking about?
In order to help my family and get them the answer that they want.
Gregory is really trying to position himself as a good person by repeating how much he cares about his mom, family, and how great of a kid he is. A truly innocent person would likely not need to repeat this to convince anyone, as it would be obvious.
It's just they deserve. I need to be completely honest with you. And so, that's what I'm going to do. So, flip the page and I'll tell you what happened.
It's clear that he's used to being in charge and telling adults what to do.
Yeah! 15-year-old telling the detective, flip your page and I'll tell you what happened. Son!
It's very bold for a 15-year-old to tell a detective what to do, such as flip the page. As Gregory begins to spill the beans on the events leading up to the incident, his story sounds similar at first, with him getting a ride home from the police explorers the previous night and getting into
the fact that the detective does it too. Well, the thing is, he was already doing it. And so then the kid's like, yeah, flip the page. Like, I need to. Why are you telling me? I was already...
a fight with his
What are you
mother
saying to
over
me?
his grades. However, things took a shocking turn after Gregory supposedly went
But
to
he was
bed
done
that
with
night.
that page. He had to.
Around 11 o'clock on Thursday,
What the fuck?
I went to sleep. But I didn't really go to sleep. I just kind of went into my room and turned off the lights. I'm not allowed to have my phone in my room due to something we'll discuss soon. So I go at 11. No, wasn't 11. I waited until 12:30 until I went to my mom's room and got my phone.
As he launches into this story, Gregory includes a ton of unnecessary details to try to appear honest. This type of embellishment is an attempt to bury the story in the details. It's also interesting because it can
Enjoy your
help
food?
manage the anxiety
You
of
too.
being dishonest by including all these tidbits of over-honesty
Eat it.
in the story. With this many
Right.
details, it's almost like he's attempting to derail the conversation away
Mine.
from finding his
There's like an hour left.
mom by going into so many tangents.
I'm locked in
I
though.
then
I don't know
proceeded to call my
why.
friends
I don't really like when they're long
Um,
like this, but this one's
to come
like...
pick me up, and I
The
snuck out of my
audacity
window.
of this kid is
and
insane.
I got picked up by my friends. I then went to
Oh, it said their full names. Oh, they're guilty.
we drove around town. First off, we did that for about
How am I always
an hour.
covering something? Here, maybe. I'm always covering
Just before he launches into this story, he shifts away from everyone, back into the side, away from his sponsor. It seems like he doesn't want to be a part of this conversation anymore.
In that hour
should be
or
good.
two, I smoked a lot of cigarettes,
Ooh.
drank a lot of alcohol, did a lot of shit.
In an hour?
So whatever, alright? It's now 1:30, I believe. And I'm back. And we go to where me and my friends we're in the car. And I have to understand, while my friends did come, quote unquote, pick me up, I was the one driving. And I wasn't, and while I had some drinks, I wasn't drunk. I wasn't drunk driving. Like, I was fully lucid and conscious. So I was driving my mom's minivan. And we drove to this church, and there's a fire pit in the back. And so me and my friends.
Yeah, no one asked you to admit all this.
We're there. I popped an LSD tab. So did my other friends.
Jesus. 15. Drinking, smoking, driving, all on LSD. 15. What did he say? They all popped LSD at like 15 after drinking and smoking too, and driving drunk. Like,
just kind of chilled there, and we would go back and forth between my house to get more money to go to 7-Eleven or other places.
while you're drunk on LSD!
Or drinks or snacks in general.
And you're
So
driving!
we
and
traveled a lot
money.
between this fire pit and my house. In which case, afterwards, and then it was like 5:45.
As he tells this story, it not only changes multiple times and is filled with far too many details than necessary, indicating that he has a memory of extremes, but he's rubbing his nose, touching his mouth, fidgeting with a pen, and then puts his guard back up quickly. All of this indicates that Gregory is experiencing a high level of anxiety. Soon he will show his memory of extremes when he goes from sharing too many details to suddenly leaving something out.
I drove the van home, hopped in to my house. I was wearing black boots and jeans and a gray t-shirt.
No one asked.
And I got in my house and I started getting ready for
anything?
school. Put my bio textbook in my backpack. Just started getting ready, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
After this, Gregory's story once again aligns with the one he told earlier. His mom dropped him off at school and he went through his day like normal until the 6th period.
At 1:10, after 5th period, I met up with my friends. We walked off campus. Stopped to go to the bathroom in the woods. Not really necessary detail, but that is what happened. And then piled in my friend's car, and we drove to my house. We picked up some more money. Then we drove to the fire pit again, and we smoked more cigarettes there, talked. One of my friends, this is the same kid that was suicidal, and I snuck out of the night for him, but I didn't just sneak out. I stole my mom's car like I did Thursday night, and I had driven over to his house, and I had talked to himself. And so this is one of the kids, and so we were just talking about life problems and how to deal with them and just all this shit.
Gregory is once again trying to make himself look like a good person and an honest person by telling on himself, and then bolsters this by including the story about helping his friend.
And we were shooting this shit at this fireplace and smoking cigarettes and just kind of chilling. And then we basically went back home, and they dropped me off.
I've never heard shit about and then being indicative of leaving stuff out. Yeah, the thing is, if you're recounting a night and you want to like make sure you don't forget something, you're gonna say these like filler words when you're thinking. And if you're like, and then next we da 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 da. You know, because you're thinking, you're replaying the night. Like, why is that indicative of something being left out? I thought that's indicative of like thinking. Is that WA 6 in my cat room? Hang on, I have to pay my WA tax. I have to type WA 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pay your WA tax! The tax collector is here.
And then on.
Note that Gregory says he basically went back home, along with a super extended and then, followed by a long pause before he answers. He's clearly mentally skipping something, but he makes a poor attempt at covering it up as it's pretty obvious, especially as there will be several more pauses throughout his story.
It's pretty much.
Boonk! Thank you for the raid! Hello! Hello, raiders! Would you like a chicken nugget? Thank you for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. You know that's not real chicken, right? I fucking hope so.
It's the same. I knew it.
Wait, I was about to say something and I forgot. I forgot.
Noticed my mom's car was there. The lights were on. I walked
this
into
shit
the house.
is missing people.
Everything was everywhere. Door busted and all that shit, whatever. I already told you. Went through my house looking for my mom. Wasn't anywhere to be found. Blah, blah, blah. Called the police.
Finally, after hours of interrogation, Gregory begins to divulge some of the
This
truth.
ranch, yeah.
At face value, this information might not seem relevant to finding Gregory's mother, but Sergeant Pagliari has a suspicion that it just might be more important to the case than anyone realizes.
Who were you with last night? What's their names?
Brian Torres and Dylan Square.
How did you get out of the house? Window. Or your bedroom? Yeah. You're wearing black boots.
Stop stimming eating nuggets, bro. Just get the diagnosis. Bro, they're so good. I'm like too happy. I'm exploding with happiness. Books! Thank you. It's my merch. Thank you.
Jeans? Black jeans, right? Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, I dumped all of this clothing because I smelled like smoke.
Oh my god, what did he just say? Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you I dumped all of that clothing. Because it smelled like smoke. So what you do is you wash it.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, I dumped all of this clothing because I smelled like smoke.
Look at Buddy right here. Watch how he reacts. And I think this is the moment he goes, yeah, you're cooked.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, I dumped all of this clothing because I smelled like smoke. Okay. So black boots, though, black jeans. Right?
Yep, you're cooked.
Just jeans. Blue jeans? Yeah. Okay. Are they pink or purple or gray? They're just standard blue. Yeah. Gray t-shirt. Yeah.
The detective appears to be trying to mirror Gregory's language, which is a pretty common tactic in rapport building. Mirroring verbal language serves the same purpose as mirroring nonverbal language. It helps with connection and trust.
So now it's you and Dylan. Who else?
Brian.
You picked up Brian in Daytona also?
Yes.
Mom's minivan?
It was us three.
It was
us three.
Us, you three.
Yeah.
You drank? What were you drinking?
Alcohol.
What type? Like a beer, liquor?
Tequila.
Tequila.
Okay.
Who brought the tequila to the party?
Dylan.
Tequila. Smoking what?
Cigarettes.
Just cigarettes?
Yes.
And these guys, Dylan and Brian.
He's like, dude, I was so fucking fucked up. I was smoking and drinking. What are you drinking? Alcohol. What are you smoking? Cigarettes. I was fucked up. So fucked up, I had like 1,000,000 cigarettes.
Brian dropped you off today.
Correct.
At your house.
Well, I told you they dropped me off at
Right here. Winn-Dixie? Or no, where the hell are you talking about? Where's that place they said they dropped you?
This is High Banks. So they dropped me off here.
I want the rest of the distance.
So it's not possible that Dylan and Brian came to your house after they dropped you off, stole your shit and killed your mom. Is that possible?
Well, I'd see them drive past me.
Okay. Well, I have to ask because, again, I'm trying to figure out what the hell happened to your mom.
They're definitely accounted for because I saw them throughout the school day, and so if this whatever happened to my mom, I don't even know what the fuck happened, but whatever happened to my mom, it happened during the school day, obviously.
Why are you being so bitchy about it? Yo, whatever the fuck happened to my mom, I don't even know what the fuck. I don't even know what the fuck happened, like, not type shit. I was just, like, hella fucked up on a cigarette. I'm 15. Pissing me off. Omo, I did win. Austin, hello! Bro, the last time... I just got deja vu. The last time I saw Austin, I was so fucking sick with food poisoning. Holy fuck. It's like night and day now. From the last time Austin saw me to now. Oh my god.
Because when I got home, she wasn't there, and the house was ransacked, so obviously something, whatever.
Gregory repeats the word obviously, which is a way to push his narrative. Remember, the more you repeat something, the more likely others are to believe it.
So none of that's missing. You didn't take to go trade for drugs or anything else?
No.
Okay. Did your friends?
Autumn,
No.
hello.
Okay. Now, you understand that, hopefully you understand, that this could have been flushed out hours ago.
Yeah.
I do.
So I want to give you some credibility. I mean, what's that got to do with, you said you want your to have answers. This isn't any answers for me. I mean, this is you going out, being a teenager, stealing your mom's car, and doing some shit. I thought you were going to tell me that you know what happened to your mother. Like, somebody killed your mom?
I don't know what happened. I already told you.
Okay.
I'm giving you
Sassy.
my alibi. So you know what I mean?
I hate how mad he is at this detective trying to find out what happened to his mom. He's like, why aren't you believing my alibi?
My mom.
Stating that he's given his alibi is certainly odd, and rather than actually denying being involved, Gregory seems to be fixated on his story.
Okay. You're not getting hostile with me, are you? I'm here to help you.
Yeah, no, but I'm not trying to get hostile.
Okay.
It's just the fact that.
Well, you have to understand that you could have told me this before, but now
You're
did this
saying you
guy
should have been mad
Joe
earlier. Yeah, but he's saying my alibi. Like, unless the other person said alibi, and I'm explaining, like, where I was, I'm not gonna say, I'm trying to tell you my alibi. Like, that's crazy. You're saying, like, I'm trying to cover this, like, I'm giving you my alibi. Like, an alibi is someone that can, like, guarantee that it's not your fault. So he's getting pissed, like, my alibi, like, no, I can't explain it. I agree with the guy. The use of the word alibi is crazy. It's like too formulaic of a word given the circumstances.
Punched you in the face yesterday? Is that legit?
Yeah, it is.
This is the first time we see Gregory
I
get
don't know.
really flustered, though we've seen him do a lot of self-soothing throughout. Perhaps he's realizing
maybe
he's
also I'm
still not
biased.
out of the woods, but little does he know this interview is not going to go the way he hoped.
Okay. So Brian saw the guy punch you in his face. Did Dylan see this guy punch you in the face?
No, he wasn't there.
He wasn't there, but Brian's going to vouch for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure, because, again, I want to, if you can't understand that I'm taking some of the things that you say with a grain of salt.
Making Gregory think that his friends might not corroborate his story and planting a seed of doubt that his friends will give a different story, the detective is using the prisoner's dilemma to try to get him to be honest.
Then,
No, I fully understand.
What is that?
But yeah.
What is the prisoner's dilemma? Isn't a prisoner's dilemma the fact that they're in prison?
So neither one of them know
Nice try,
that
quack.
my mom is missing.
Sergeant Pagliari gives Gregory one last chance to tell the truth before they verify his story with evidence.
I want you to look at me real quick, because what I'm about to tell you, I want you to understand the magnitude of it.
Okay.
Okay. So earlier in our conversation, I've been very transparent with you. I told you some of our tactics and things that we're going to do. I told you that we're going to verify your story, right?
Yes.
Okay. So one aspect of your story, obviously, is to run down Brian and Dylan, okay, who you said you were with last night, and here you were with today, okay?
Correct.
So think carefully about this.
Okay.
What do you think Dylan or Brian is going to say?
Like about me?
Yes.
They're probably going to act like they don't know me. Or they'll verify everything I've said.
Why would they act that they don't know you?
Yeah.
They don't want to get involved.
Involved in what?
Like, involved with my problems, I guess. I don't know. Point of the matter is, yeah, if you go run them down whenever you do that, or you want to do it.
Like right now, we're doing it.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll verify my story.
They're going to do what?
They'll verify what I'm saying.
Which is that you have nothing to do with the murder of your mother.
My mom was murdered?
What do you think?
I don't know. I didn't think she was murdered.
While Gregory continues to sit in the
My mom was murdered? My mom was murdered? Well, what do you think? I don't know. She's murdered? Huh. Bro, you can't see it right now? Bro has a big ass shoe. Sorry, I don't even know why I was looking
hot
at that.
seat, two other detectives sit down with his friend Dylan Siglarik. Little do they know, Dylan is about to break their case wide open.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Not much. How you doing today?
I'm Steve Wheeler. I'm a detective with the Sheriff's Office, Detective Mike Cox. How are you?
Pretty alright. How you doing?
Mind if we...
Oh, yo! Oh my god. Oh my god. Nah. There's no...
Steve Wheeler. I'm a detective with the Sheriff's Office, Detective Mike Cox. How are you?
Detective Mike Cox. Say that quick. Detective Mike Cox. Detective Mike Cox. Detective Mike Cox! Mike... Thank God, bro is a detective. Because, like, you can't laugh at a detective like that, you know? But, like, any other job, and it would just be relentless for the rest of his life. But he's, like, doing some good, you know? I would be pissed if he said that to me. Dr. Mike Cox. Detective Fat Cock. Like, bro, I'd literally be... Do you think he's ever, like, gone to interview a suspect, and then he introduces himself, and they just instantly started laughing in his fucking face, and he just has to tank it? I bet that's happened... yeah, it's had to have happened, like, at least once. And he's probably so fed up. Like, do you think he's, like, fed up? Like, come on, man. Or do you think he low-key laughs a little bit? Bro, your last name's Cox, and your parents named you Mike! Oh my god. One more time.
Not much. How you doing today?
I'm Steve Wheeler. I'm a detective with the Sheriff's Office, Detective Mike Cox. How are you?
Pretty alright. How you doing?
Mind if we have a moment of your time?
Yeah.
You already have an idea what you're doing? Anybody contact you about anything?
That caught me so off
Have you
guard.
talked to Greg today?
I saw him.
Whoa, oh my god, you're so right. They have to call him Detective Cox. Because they're not calling him... They go by your last name. So, like, everyone in that fucking department is calling him Detective Cox. Yeah, can you run that by Detective Cox? No! No, I will not! No, I will not be running that by Detective Cox. No, I don't think so. Commissioner
That's cool.
Cox.
How good of friends are you guys?
I mean, I talk to him, but we're not like super, super close.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Who's he super close with?
I don't really know. I don't talk to him that
God,
much to
HR?
really find out.
HR
I
must
only
hate
have
that
like
guy.
2 close friends myself, so.
Okay. Who are your close friends?
There's Brian. He's a really good friend of mine, and then yeah, really Brian. He's like the only person.
He's like, yeah, I'm not that close with what even is that main kid's name in the green shirt? What even was that kid's name? Greg, yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm not that close to Greg. I only have 2 friends. This other guy that Greg said we're friends with, and actually I only have 1 friend. You fucking idiot.
Talk to on a daily basis.
What's his last name?
Porras.
Porres?
Porras.
Do you know another kid named Joey? Joey Jr. or something like that?
Then maybe friends with Greg.
No. I mean, I don't know people by names really. So like, I might have seen them, but I don't.
I don't know people by names. I know them by symbols and colors. Like,
While this isn't definitive proof of whether or not Gregory's story so far has been true,
I know
there
people
seems
by
to
their
be some
vibe.
discrepancies in the statements given by both of the boys. Dylan doesn't know who Joel is, and maybe it's because there's an entirely different reason that Gregory has scratches on his face.
It's a fish
Not only
emoji.
that, but he also seems to be downplaying his relationship with Gregory. According to Gregory, he had saved Dylan from taking his own life. It seems strange that Dylan wouldn't consider Gregory a close friend after such an incident.
Have you ever gone to Greg's house?
Yeah, I'm in a Greg's house.
Okay. When do you think the last time was you were over there?
I mean, probably last time I worked with him. Right? Yeah, last time I worked with him. So like Saturday.
Okay, so recent.
Like, is he okay though?
So Greg is fine. His
Okay.
dad's fine. Everybody's fine except his mom. That's the problem. Is his mom is gone.
We don't know where she's
We
at.
have no idea where this lady is at. We have zero idea where this lady is at.
And that's why we're here talking to you, because we know you're friends with Greg.
Yeah, I was just worried for him.
Yeah.
Greg's fine.
I mean, it looks like he got in a fight. He said he got in a fight today at school, which is why we were trying to figure out what was going on there, because it's going with all the leads that we possibly can. So
For now, Dylan is aware that he needs to watch everything he says, but later on,
But in a little over a week, it's my birthday, and then I'll be officially old. But right now, I'm like, I still got it. Wait, I have a question. You just reminded me. But thank you, by the way, for 20 months. My goat, Airy. Airy. I don't know how to put this. People I know that work out a lot look like older. You know? I don't know how to, like when you work out a lot, you start to look like old. But like, I thought working out is good for you and keeps you look young. Like, the skin looks weird. Yeah, like I don't know. Working out makes you look old. So like, is not working out how you stay looking young? It's not working out, that's steroids. No, because also like I see a lot of women too that are like, you know, talking about even just like Pilates, and they just look older, and they're not buff, so it's not that kind. But I don't mean steroids, like. If you don't work out, you just die before you get old. Trying to find an excuse not to work out. I can't explain it. It's kind of just like an observation that I'm trying to understand. Like, people I know that talk about working out a lot, or people that even just like casually like work out, I just feel like they look older. I knew a girl who was a bodybuilder. She looked 10 years older than she was, and I don't know why. I feel like bodybuilder is steroids. My theory is having more body fat stretches the skin, which creates less wrinkles. I guess also like having a little bit of like cheek chub is associated with like youth, maybe. That's why these like Ozempic girls that are like, you know what I mean? Like they look like, whoa! Casually working out doesn't make you look older. I need to conduct some research.
He won't be so careful. As soon as he mistakenly thinks the cameras aren't rolling, he will make some truly shocking statements without realizing he's being recorded.
She's missing today? Yeah.
Yes.
She's missing today. She's missing right now.
He doesn't realize he's
And
recorded now?
They have no idea where this lady went. There's some unusual circumstances around it that it's abnormal. And
Enough abnormality to get a bunch of detectives out here.
yeah, we were both at home and they called us and said, hey, we need you guys to come in. We can start talking.
With some general information gathered from Dylan, the detectives start verifying his story.
The only time you saw Greg that day was in the morning, and then
Wait, I just remembered Apple said, do I look 26? Bro, Apple looks like he could literally be, he could be like, oh, it's my first year in college. And like, I would believe him. What's the secret, man?
in the afternoon at lunch, and you haven't seen him since?
I didn't really see him, no.
What do you mean you didn't really see him?
Like, I didn't face-to-face kind of thing. I saw him walking, but...
When?
After lunch, and then before I left.
Not leaving the house?
But
Same.
not out of school.
Apple leaves the house, though.
So Greg never left early and got a ride with you guys at all?
No, I was with Brian.
It's clear that Dylan and Brian are incredibly close and seemingly spent the day together. Wanting to make sure that they have every angle on this story, detectives are sent to question Brian as well.
How you doing, sir?
Oh, you Brian? Shut up. Yeah.
Hey!
Hey, Brian, I'm Detective...
For a split second, I thought they were interviewing a dog. He replied, how you doing, sir?
How you doing, sir?
He's doing good. Oh, there's this game I want to try where you try to outbark a dog. I gotta try that.
Shut up. Yeah.
Hey, Brian, I'm Detective Wheeler. This is Detective Johnson.
Mods, please explain the situation. I got you. For impeccable as well. So, this is very stretched out of a video for a very simple situation. This kid calls the police and he's like, oh my god, someone trashed my house and my mom's missing, but her car's in the driveway on. And so they come and ew, gross. They don't come, like jizz, but they like arrive. And they like mark it all off. They take the kid in and they're like, yo, like interviewing him about what's going on with his mom. I don't know why I said that. And thanks for clarifying. No problem. And I said, what the hell? Bro, when I'm off the nuggets, you don't even, I'm crossed off the nugget french fry combo right now. So they get there and they start asking him a bunch of questions. And he's just, this 15-year-old kid, he's so guilty. Like, every single answer he's giving is just, he's so sus, so guilty, like, hiding so much. And he talks about, finally, like, oh, I'm actually a bad kid. Me and my friend, this guy, Brian, and the other one, I forgot his name, but, you know, the other one with the ears. He's like, yeah, we'd be drinking and driving and smoking cigarettes and doing LSD behind the church, and we steal my mom's car. And, like, now these are the interviews with the other kids that are friends with Greg. Greg's the one whose mom's gone. And, low-key, I think, like, that's it. Like, and the kid lied about, like, just everything. And he's a huge, like, narcissist. He's like, yeah, I was at school this whole day. And they're like, okay, well, your teacher said you checked yourself out. And, like, he's like, yeah, but I didn't. I just ditched and I was in the auditorium. And he's like, okay, we checked the cameras and you weren't in the auditorium. And he's like changing his story about when he gets home. He's like, I got home and I saw that everything was all fucked up. So the first thing I did was change my shirt because I was a little sweaty. Like, Ha! He's just so sus. And he's like in this special program where you like train to be a police officer, but as a kid. And so he's like using techniques back on the detective. He's like telling him what he's like, why don't you believe my alibi? And he's also like, yeah, turn your page and I'm gonna tell you what's up. Like, turn your page. He's like cussing at these detectives. He's like a 15-year-old. And he just seems a bit like he's got like autism. The Greg guy seems a bit like a usual suspect you'd catch in GameStop. Like green Zelda Triforce shirt and khaki cargo shorts that are too long, like past the knee, but above the shin kind of thing. That's his vibe. And then this is the first interviews we're getting of the other two kids. Okay. What's wrong with Zelda shirt? Nothing. It's just like this like usual suspect kind of vibe. It's like a classic stereotyping, but oh my god, I have to show you guys this picture one day. I went to like this Titanic exhibit with my sister when I was still like super awkward in middle school and I was like didn't have a lot of friends and I just played a lot of Skyrim and like World of Warcraft and stuff. And in all the we got like those like classic pictures taken like at a photo booth and I just have my like brace face like full braces and I'm like this and I'm wearing a fucking like Mountain Dew shirt. Like a neon yellow green Mountain Dew shirt. And I'm standing next to my sister and she just looks so awesome and like normal. And I'm like boxy smiling like and like one of my eyes is kind of like this because like my mouth is a bit slant like you see it here. I don't know why. I'm just like it's just like that. Like this side of my mouth it's kind of like the heh. Like you know the emoji heh. My mouth is like naturally kind of like yeah, like the Roblox face. Yeah. But I'm just like yeah. But I'm just naturally like that. And so when I smile, this eye creases shut more because the smile is up more on this side. So I look like I'm taken, like in my Mountain Dew shirt with my big fucking braces. My name's Boxy. Yeah, Mountain Dew. The crazy thing is, I don't even really like Mountain Dew. And I didn't even really like Mountain Dew back then, but I can't remember where I got that shirt from. Probably Hot Topic. And I was like, yeah, I'm a gamer, Mountain Dew.
Yeah, we need to talk to you. So
do you still have the shirt? I think somewhere at my mom's.
Sorry, you just.
And sorry, I'm gonna go back. And like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt. I used to wear that all the time. And I had this shirt. It was gray, and then it just said on it, in red, and capital letters, #dude. But like I've never really acted like very like feminine, so I had to stop wearing it because even in middle school, like people were asking me like, "Oh, do you like wish you were a dude?" I was like, "No, I just like to say dude." Like but it looks like a label on myself like #dude by the way. But I just like thought it was cool like dude. Like oh, so like just oh.
Yeah. Hey, Brian, I'm Detective Rico.
Yeah, like
Detective
no.
John. Yeah, we need to talk to you. So.
God, I was such a painful kid to be. It sucked
Sorry,
being
you
me,
just
man.
woke me up. Sorry, man. All right, well, here's the deal, man. We need to talk to you about that burglary happened over at Greg's house today.
Okay.
You know anything about it?
He messaged me that something happened. That's all I've heard, though.
Yeah. Did you see Greg?
God, you guys are bringing back memories. Sorry. He messaged me that something happened. How? He's been in like custody the whole day in the interview. I also wore it for the entire year of 7th grade. I wore a ketchup red zip-up hoodie that said Fallout Boy. Every single day. All summer, in PE, you know the classic, like, kid that wears the same thing every day in middle school type thing? That was me. Like, kid who's always wearing a hoodie. That was me. No laundry? I think my mom would wash it sometimes, yeah. But, like, I was in middle school. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, she would wash it. I would wear the same hoodie and I'm talking ketchup red every day. But it was just because this one kid next to me at the very end of 6th grade was like, I thought girls aren't supposed to grow hair on their arms. I was like, oh, no. So I shaved my arms, and then I went to, they were so soft, and I'd never shaved my arms. So I was like, oh my God, Mom, feel how soft my arms are. And she got so pissed at me. Did you shave your arms? I was like, shit. Why are you mad? So then I was like, oh, fuck. My mom did too, yeah. So I was like, shit, I can't shave my arms. And now she's gonna know to look out for it. And I snitched on myself. So I just wore this hoodie because in the, it was after like maybe the first day of 7th grade, but they sat me next to this like boy I liked in 6th grade in my math. So I was like, oh my God, no, he's gonna notice that I have hair on my arms. So instead, it's much better to wear a bright red hoodie every single day. Duh. That's way better. Stupid. My gorilla arms. Yeah. Oh my God, it's so dumb. And you know what's so crazy? Is like years and years and years later, my first year in college, there was this kid that sat in front of me that was homeschooled like his whole life up until college. And we got put in like a group with him. And it was like me, him, this like gay guy, and he was like way older, like he was taking college super late. He was so fun, he was great. And then this other girl, she was so nice. And then this this homeschooled kid. And we're all in a group together for this psychology project. And and we're all like sitting at a table like talking about it. And he says like the same thing. He's like, why wouldn't you shave that? And I'm looking, my first thought is like, shave what? Like, what are we? He's like, your arms? I was like, buddy, we're 19 years old. What are you fucking talking about? Like, we're way too, this is like the big year of 2019. It was woke as hell in 2019. Oh, 2019 was woke. Arm hair reveal? It's not, I mean, you can't even, I don't shave my arms, but it's blonde hair because it's on your arm. So you can only see, I guess, if you're really trying to look. You can feel it though. I don't care. But the girl next to me was like, what? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, who like, you know? So everyone's grilling this kid, and he gets so, like, combative about it. And then eventually, it was so weird. Like, he's like, just shave it. Just do it. Like, telling me to do it. I'm like, I'm good. Like, can we talk about the project? Can we just do it? It's not that hard. If I was a girl, I would do it. And then the girl, oh my God, she was like, why don't you shave your arms? Because he had like black hair and his arm hair was black. And he was like, I don't want to. And I was like, I don't want to either. And he was like, yeah, I just think it's gross. And I was like, I think your arm hair is gross. Can we, like, so we started like arguing, and oh my God. Years and years and years later, this guy swipes up on one of my Instagram stories. I'm talking like 4 or 5 years later. Swipes up on one of my Instagram stories. Damn, what you been up to? Let me take you out to dinner. No! Are you? Oh. And then I click on his Instagram because I wasn't even following him. I think he followed me, and then I never followed him back. So I was like, whoa, who is this? I click, and I'm like, it's that fucking guy. And it's all him, like, with, like, a car, and, like, and I'm like, ew! Ew, my God. Ew. Ew, disgusting. Just send a pic of your arm hair back. Wait, that's actually genius. I should have done that. I just ignored it. But I don't like replying. I don't reply. But you just reminded me of, like, all of these stories. Just because of that, like, Mountain Dew shirt thing. Brev. Ah! Are your ears bleeding? Sorry.
Today?
At school.
What time?
From last I saw was lunch.
Did you see him after lunch? What? Did you see him after lunch?
No, I was in class. That's really like one of the last times I saw him.
So far, it seems like Brian and Dylan's
Mothram,
stories are adding up.
I apologize
However,
to you,
it doesn't
but
take
nobody
long
else.
before Dylan makes a mistake.
Did you ever know Greg to have how do I describe this? A mean streak per se in him? You ever seen him get angry?
Like anger issues?
Angry, yeah. Any indication that he has it in him? Does he have a lot of anger built up? Does he have a lot of animosity against anything or anyone?
Like have hate towards anything, but he has anger, yeah.
What's he have
He was
anger
gonna
about?
ask if you shaved your arms.
He's like anyone, something little, it just make him angry out of nowhere.
Did you ever see him snap?
No.
No, I've never seen him snap. At that point, you just pull up, wow, the homeschooling really shows. That's what the other girl said. She said that. I can't remember if it was like to him, but I think it was. Like, I just remember her saying that. Bro, do I have like dementia or something? Like, how did I lose these memories? And like, you guys bring them back. That's crazy.
I've never seen him that.
How do you know he has anger?
Because I've just seen him angry, like about stuff.
What kind of things?
I didn't really ask about it. It's not really my thing to know.
How did he act when he was angry? I mean, does
He just
he shut down? Does he get fired up? Does
he
he?
shuts down. He just doesn't want to talk to anyone when he gets angry.
Has he given you anything to hold of his from that house?
Last week he let me borrow his bow if you want that.
He
What'd
said
you borrow
that's
it for?
missing.
I just thought it was cool. I actually don't even know how to shoot it.
So
He
what'd you
said
borrow
that
it for?
that was
I thought it was
stolen.
cool.
So you thought it'd just be cool to have in your room?
Yeah. I collect like stuff like that. Like I have a knife.
He said
that's also
they broke
way
it and they
lighter.
stole my
Just
bow.
interesting stuff.
What would you gonna do with the bow? Look at it.
Yeah, pretty much.
You were gonna.
Mr. Vaunt, I thought you were a VIP this whole time. I didn't notice until just now that you weren't. Did it work? Is that the last one? Safe. If you don't know, once we hit max VIPs, everyone loses VIP. Congratulations, Vaunt! Welcome!
Shoot it at all?
I don't know.
Are we
Is
getting
there
rid of
arrows with it?
Blitz?
No.
What? Why?
It was just the bow. I had no idea.
Nah, Blitzman, you gotta go.
That seems odd, though.
You gotta
Best thing
go.
I've ever shot is a BB gun, to be honest.
This is an immediate red flag for the detectives. Gregory had listed his bow as one of the items that
Currently,
were stolen
she's
from his
still
house.
just missing,
If
yeah.
Dylan has possession of the bow, that means either he stole it or Gregory lied to the sergeant.
I'm gonna ask you a couple more things.
Yeah.
I swear from the information you're about to give me is true and correct to the best of your knowledge. Okay. You and Greg left school together today, didn't you?
Not sure.
You didn't walk off campus today?
I walked off campus.
Did Greg walk with you?
I walked with Brian
Okay, you walked with Brian. And where did you walk to?
to Brian's truck.
Okay.
Tractor.
His what?
Tractor.
His tractor. And you were where?
I went here.
And what did you do when you got here?
I grabbed my clothes.
Okay.
Me and Brian drove around, and I went to work.
Although Dylan is claiming that he's telling the truth, his story is quickly starting to contradict Brian's.
So, I picked up Greg this morning, right? After
They're
I picked
all
up Dylan.
15.
And then there's morning times I really don't talk to them. I just pick them up and bring them to school because I'm tired. I'm not a morning person at all. And then I went to school, went through my classes like usual. Lunchtime, I saw them. Okay?
No, get
And
your
then
paw
after
in your
lunch,
mouth.
that's
What the
really like
hell?
one of the last times I saw him. So,
Times you leave school?
sometimes he goes to his 7th, sometimes he doesn't.
What time did you leave school?
What time did I leave?
Brian repeats the question here to give himself some time to think about his answer. He will repeat part of the question again in a moment, making you wonder why he needs to think about this answer when it should be easy to remember.
I left after 5th period.
Who'd you take with you?
With me, it was me and Dylan.
And?
Greg, but I took
where
him
did
home.
you go?
I took him back.
That was so OP by the detective. The way he goes, and he goes, Greg. Folded under one word. Oh, it was just me and Dylan. And you could say, and that's it. And Greg. You got
To his
me.
house.
As the detectives continue to dig for the truth, Dylan eventually cracks.
We walked off campus. We went to his house. He gave me his stuff to hold.
What stuff?
I can show you.
Hang tight.
Tell
Just
me what
tell us what it is.
He gave me his gaming laptop, his gaming PC. He gave me his bow that I borrowed.
Today?
Hold that.
He gave you his personal computer too? And the
Sir,
bow.
you're under
And the bow.
arrest.
Why did he give you? So it's a laptop, a gaming
Ladies and
laptop,
gentlemen.
a PC, and a bow.
It's a gaming PC.
Okay.
God damn it, Cox, you've done it again!
Gaming PC, a bow, and what else?
Don't know what else, honestly.
And then what?
Why did he give them to you to hold? Did he tell you?
He said he was in trouble, so he gave me it, and I drove off. I came here, I put it in my closet, and I went to work. After he gave me the
There
stuff,
it is.
I went to work. I didn't do anything else. I have a job to do.
Look, why did he say he was giving you that stuff?
What kind of trouble is he in?
I don't know what kind of trouble is he in, but got there, and the house looked really torn up. So he told me to take the stuff. I mean, I get what it was looking like.
So you got to the house with Greg and Brian.
Just the driver.
Did Brian get out? Did you all go inside the house?
We got to the door. He ran in. I looked inside. I could see it all messed up. He ran out, gave me that, gave me the bow. He threw a couple of the things that we ended up just throwing out. And then I came back here.
What did you throw out?
Yeah.
He threw out like a computer, and a printer, and just like.
Nah, you gotta go get that computer, and you gotta see what's on it.
All stuff like that.
Threw it out where?
We just found a random dumpster and threw it in there.
Where's this random dumpster?
The Winn-Dixie parking lot.
With this confession from Dylan, all of the supposedly stolen items mentioned by Gregory are now accounted for. As detectives try to find out what kind of trouble Gregory might have been in, Dylan makes a shocking and disturbing confession.
I'm sorry for lying.
I know, but now's the time to get it all out. All of it. So tell us what happened.
I mean, he's done this much. He's given you personal items for you to hide or to hold. That's not suspicious to you, and it's not suspicious to you that you guys hold on.
Dylan knows. He knows.
Yeah.
Say it.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Yep.
Tell us what happened.
It's okay, man. It's not on you.
Pretty much what happened. Me and Brian were driving to school.
Oh God, here it
And he
comes.
called me and Brian. Said, hey, something big happened. He wouldn't say it on the phone. So me and him had to go get him. Then he gets in the car and he says, I did it. I really did it. I killed my mother. So we
Oh. Imagine carrying something for 9 months. It destroys your body, destroys your brain. The shirt that you're wearing in your fucking mugshot was paid for by the labor your mother spent at work. And you die. Stormy? Oh, what's going on? Stormy, thank you for gifting clonazepam. No more ads. W Stormy, thank you. Thank you, Stormy. That's a classic W Stormy, though. And Gav, what the freaking? It's our first gift sub in the channel. What was that for? Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God, Pleb caught one. She also raised him for 15 years. Yeah, like, she has memories of, like, when he took his first steps, and she was so happy, and, like, it had plans for his future that she was, like, ready to help him with, and, like, oh my God, I'm sick!
We did the entire day. We left early. And we get back to the house.
Thank you,
He says,
Stormy,
"Take this."
and thank you, Gav.
Greg did say something happened to
Thanks
his
again.
mother. It was kind of fuzzy because he seemed like he was kind of shooken up. So he said something happened, and like I said, he was
Gav,
really
I
shooken.
love
So
long drink.
He told me something about how his house is messed up. So we went over there, and he asked if I could take some of his stuff, right? He said he needed to get rid of some of the stuff in his house. So we go in there, and we grab some of the stuff out of his house.
So you did go in the house?
Yes.
I've seen
And
enough.
we
Charge
put it
him
in
as
the
an adult.
tracker, and he told us
Charge him
what
as an
needed
adult.
to be like kept and what needed to be thrown away. So we stopped and we threw away, like you said, the printer, the jukebox. Yeah. Where else did we stop? The church, right up there in High Banks.
What happened at the church, buddy?
Greg had he put one of the, like, a trunk. He put that in the water.
What was in the trunk, buddy?
A whole bunch of random stuff, like just junk that you'd see at, like, a garage sale.
After hours of investigation, interrogation, and turmoil, detectives finally are getting to the truth. Despite having this horrid information, there's still so much they need to know.
Yeah.
But Brian is still reluctant to admit one crucial detail.
What was said? What did Greg tell you? Don't cover up for Greg.
I'm not trying to cover for Greg.
If he said it, then he said it, and then you did what you did, and that can be explained.
Mm-hmm.
But don't sit here and just continue to lie to us. All right?
Okay.
You and Greg are buddies.
There's more than one person here. It's not just you. Remember that.
By stating there's more than one person here, the detective is clearly using the prisoner's dilemma with Brian.
There's 2 other parties involved. It's not just you. Okay?
So it's not like we came here blind. Looking for answers.
Yeah, I can tell that by how much you guys already know and all that. So
just tell us what he said.
He said that he's telling me that like an argument, but not really argument, but he told me that like it's hard to say. It's
just
honestly
just say it. Just say it. We've probably already heard it.
He said that he killed his mother, and I didn't really believe it. So
okay, all right.
With both boys having claimed that Gregory killed his mother, the detectives are inclined to believe that they're telling the truth. Although Brian is claiming that he didn't believe Gregory's claims, it's hard to imagine that he wouldn't get suspicious after helping stage the crime scene. No matter what Brian or Dylan want to believe, they helped their friend cover up the brutal and shocking murder of his own mother. As the detectives prepare to inform
What? What? Like, this guy lives with his mom and his stepdad, right? Kills his mom while the stepdad is out on like a work trip. What's up, Harrison? Kills her, right? What the fuck is your plan to go to jail? If that's your plan, why are you trying so hard to cover it up? Like, what do you do? What are you gonna stay here and raise yourself? Like, you have to be so stupid to commit crimes. Yeah, and it's always the stupidest people that think that they have all the intelligence in the world and a perfect plan and like all of this arrogance and ego. Like, what the fuck you're gonna do, buddy? You're 15. You're 15. And even if you ran away, anything that you tried to do, your name would be pinged in a system and it'd be like, here he is. And they'll still get you. And also, running away implicates you the most. So the only thing you can do is try to get out of it, which, like, you're a stupid 15-year-old. You can't. Like, what? You have to be so dumb to commit, like, crime. Like, you have to be so dumb.
Sergeant Pagliari about what they've learned. One of them notices that Dylan isn't doing too well.
Yeah. You okay? I know your history. I just want to make sure that you're not thinking about harming yourself or anything. Dylan, you okay? I know it's tough.
You feel anything for it?
You don't feel anything for what? What do you mean you don't feel anything for it?
There's like a part of me that knows I should feel bad, but I can't feel anything for it. I don't know what to do.
Listen, just do what you're doing. Sitting here talking to me, okay? I can understand. You're probably not feeling anything because you haven't really processed it yet. You haven't processed what happened.
While one detective comforts Dylan, the other is quick to get Sergeant Pagliari on the phone and let him know what they've discovered. Armed with this new information, Pagliari sits down for one final confrontation with Greg.
Oh my god, this is almost 4.5 hours later. And Buddy thinks that he's been playing him, the detective, like a fiddle. He thinks he's so smart, genius. This is the guy that killed his fucking mom. He thinks he's being so smart. And now this guy's about to come in with a double confession from the 2 alibis. What?
But even with everything they know, none of them could have been prepared for what exactly Gregory would say.
What do you mean?
Do you think, and I'm going to ask you this, I've asked this before, okay, because in your hearts of hearts, looking at me face to face, are you a man of integrity? Do you know what that is?
I do know what it is.
Okay. Are you a person of integrity?
I don't think I have the best character. I think I have character flaws, but on the up and up, usually I try to be as honest as possible. And when I'm not, it's because I'm being selfish. And I can admit that.
Okay.
I tend to be selfish, and that's a problem I have. But,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I want you. I'm going to do this. I want you to look at me right in my eyes. Okay? Look like this. And I'm going to ask you, did you kill your mother, take things from your house, distribute them amongst your friends, come in here today and lie to my face and say that you didn't do that? No. No what? I didn't do that. You didn't kill your mother? No.
Okay.
Notice Gregory's complete stillness. He's working his hard.
He's like, oh, fuck, they have caught me hook, line, and sinker. How do I get out of this? No. Yes. God, I'm so fucking smart.
Hard as possible to lie. He's making constant, intense eye contact and then has no reaction to the accusation. An innocent person would be furious or completely shocked at being accused, angry their friends turned on them. It would show, but from Gregory we see almost nothing.
All right. So, sit back down.
This isn't like a normal, innocent dude talking. Like, no. Did you do this really elaborate thing that it looks like you did in order to kill your mother? No.
I don't believe you. Why? The good news about it is that all those things that were missing from your house, we found them. Where? You tell me. I give you a clue. It's one of your buddies.
Are you saying my friends robbed my house?
That was his plan! He wanted to set it up to look like his friends did it!
Out of this is that I'm saying that your friends robbed your house. The same friends who, by the way, were at school all day and who dropped you off. Here, I'll refer to you a little bit.
He was trying to set it up to put it on them, and they didn't even know. Though they were just like doing this to help their friend that they think like, oh, is in trouble. Here, I'll do this. They know it's suspicious, but they probably don't think it could be this bad. And then he says, oh, I killed my mother. And then they still don't put it together. And his plan the whole time was to put it on his friends. Say they robbed my house.
They dropped you right here on High Banks, whenever the hell this road is. And I asked you earlier, is it possible that your two friends could have went to your mom's house and killed your mom and taken
Oh my God, I feel my... Yo, my wisdom tooth is like, what the fuck? It's like poking out of my gum. What the frick? But like not out. It's like this. It's like this. Like that. And my gum is still like around it like that. But it's like this, you know? You need to get it removed? Well, the thing is, like, it started growing, like, really late. Like, when I turned, like, 20. That's when they first started growing. And I only have, I think it's 1 or maybe 2. But the dentist told me, like, yeah, you don't have to get yours removed. I was like, what the fuck? And they're like, yeah, they're just growing, like, fine. Look at everyone is saying I got mine out. My dentist said I don't need to get mine out, and they've never hurt. He said, like, they're growing in, like, normal teeth, and, like, it's fine. You can be fine with them? You don't need to? Yeah, that is so strange. Like, what are the odds? The government took mine. No! Mine told me I would need to remove, and now that they grew, they say they're fine. Oh. I had to remove all 4. Oh my God. Thank God. Bro, I could feel it like up against my gum like this. But it doesn't like hurt or anything. That was just like shocked me. I forgot I even had that.
Yeah, you said that's impossible because they would have been driven past you and then you would have saw them. The time is up, Greg. The time is up. We found the stuff. Okay? Your buddies turned us onto it. Now you need to tell me what happened, because they've already told me what happened. Told my pals what happened. So you need to come to Jesus. You're a religious man. You prayed with your mom. You need to tell me what happened.
So what did they tell you?
I'm not telling you what they told me, because I don't have to tell you what they told me. You tell me what happened.
I already told you what happened.
Tell me you didn't kill your mother.
I didn't.
Who killed your mother?
I have zero clue.
Who took the shit to your house?
Well, you just told me. Apparently it's my friends.
And when did you think they did that?
I have zero clue.
Do you honestly believe the things that are coming out of your mouth?
Yeah.
So when your buddy says that you told him you killed your mother, he's lying.
After being backed into a corner.
Sorry, look at this guy is his like sponsor for the Explore Police like program that he's in. And this is like a guy that at the start of this was trying to calm him down and like act like a father figure to him. And he has been mentoring this kid to try to help him join the police force when he graduates. And so, because they couldn't reach out to any adult to represent him, this guy stepped in to be like, "Oh, I'll be here." Because like I could whatever. And he was already at the building cuz he's on the police thing. So, it was like perfect. And look at him right now. Like, oh my fucking god. I had no clue who the fuck that guy was the whole time. Yeah, he like mentors him to like teach him for the Explorer Police program so that he can like become a cop one day. And none of his like obviously parents answered to represent him, so they could continue without the parents. But this guy was like, "I'll just do it. I'll step in too." Like even though they could have not had him here, he's like, "I'll still be here." Like the guy that he's been mentoring, he is witnessing just collapse in this interview into a mother murderer. Like, look at this shock that he has.
He's lying.
Oh my god.
After being backed into a corner, Gregory remains silent for quite a while before something snaps inside him and divulges one of the most chilling confessions we've ever heard.
Oh, good, whatever. All right, I'll tell you what happened. All right, so I got home. I got in an argument with my mom. She slapped me across the face.
Did you see him? He went.
She began to hit me. She started beating me. I didn't like it, so I strangled her to death. I put her in a wheelbarrow. I put her in my car. I took the car. I had a mental breakdown where I almost committed suicide 3 times.
As he talks, Gregory adds in, "I almost had a mental breakdown and thought about taking his own life, even as he's in the middle of admitting to killing his mom. He still wants to appear to be the victim."
Mm-hmm.
This is very classic narcissistic thinking and behavior.
I drove around Daytona. I dropped the wheelbarrow in some random-ass location, and I drove back to the church. I began to dig a hole. I dig a hole right under the fire pit. I dug a pretty deep hole, pretty deep, deep enough to fit a body in, all right? All this time, my mom's decomposing body, I dragged it from my car.
To say it like that! Like...
to the fire pit, in which case I tried to cut the wedding ring off her finger because I wanted to pawn it, but I couldn't. Because I didn't have a knife strong enough to cut bones. Oh, well, whatever. And
Holy fuck. Oh, well, whatever.
anyways, so I dug that hole, threw her body in there, filled it back in, made it look all nice and natural, dumped my clothes, and then I went home, and I caught a ride to school with my friends, and yeah.
And yeah, what about the part that you staged a crime scene?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Oh.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
So,
Bro, I know his adrenaline is like racing.
in the middle of the night, I realized that, hey, my mom just up and disappears. That's not going to make any sense. So, I decided to make it look like a botched robbery. So I just went to my house and I just threw shit everywhere, which looked pretty convincing. Yeah.
And yeah, again, not what I want to hear. Why did you drive?
Bro, can we get Detective Cox in here? Man, oh man, that's not what I want to hear.
Drag your 2 buddies into this and give them the stolen
because I needed to get rid of it.
Gregory's complete lack of remorse is disturbing, to say the least.
Yeah.
And it only gets more horrifying as he doubles down.
I think you have to realize that with my mom beating up and hitting on me, it wasn't like me being like, I've waited ages for this, and then I kill her. No, this was extremely out of impulse, out of me getting beaten the shit out of me. So I just was like, I'm done with it. So I grabbed her neck and I strangled her. So it was out of complete impulse.
Krauser, you have TikTok brain. Read a book.
Which doesn't make it any better. But the point of the matter is, I was shaken up, obviously.
So, your mother talked to your father on the phone. When did you strangle your mother?
I don't know. 12?
I don't know.
12:30?
Where was she at when you did it?
What?
Where was she?
In the room.
Which room?
Her room.
Sleeping?
No, she woke up.
She woke up after you had your hands around her throat?
No, she woke up when I entered her room.
And what happened then?
She's like, what are you doing?
What did you say?
And I said, listen, you have to understand that I was not. The stuff that is on my face right now is a lot worse, and I wasn't feeling good. And I said, why did you have to hit me? I said, you said that you wouldn't do that again, but you did it anyways. Why did you have to do that? And she's like, well, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. You
Stop.
Yeah.
Whatever, blah, 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 bullshit. We covered that.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. What'd she say?
She was like, well, you were being a dick. And does that really warrant?
Let it out. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's important. I want you to tell me.
No. Does that really warrant? Not important. Does that really warrant? Wasn't being a dick. I already explained to you the conversation that I had with her. All right. It's still about my bio grade. It's still about all that shit, right? Mm-hmm. And it's the same time.
Killed his mom because she wanted him to have good grades in biology. I wonder if she even hit him. Because he's not able to recall, like, a train of consciousness of the conversation that, like, was about hitting him. And, like, I wonder if the, like, bruises and stuff on his face was from his mom in self-defense. Because it's like this was so long after the conversation where she was yelling and hitting him that she was asleep. And then it's like he woke her up to do, like, this is not an impulse anymore. She's not, like, actively hitting him, and then this happens. And it wasn't like self-defense. She was asleep. So I think the wounds that he has are just, like, from his mom. And it's like his last ditch to still look like the victim and say, oh, she was beating me. She was beating me. When in reality, I bet it was like, maybe she was, like, just extremely mean in a way that really got to him in their, like, argument about biology or whatever. And he wants to, like, emphasize how deep that cut him in a way that is, like, broadly understandable. So he lies about her, like, hitting him. But there's no way. Low-key, I think there's no way. Yeah, Nee? Hello?
I had with her. But it's the same conversation. It's just, like I said, it escalated to screaming and yelling, and then she started hitting me. And I did not hit back. I did not punch her back. Because, like I said, I wouldn't do that.
Gregory is making a lot of referral statements by saying, like I said, over and over. He's trying to find a way to maintain his story wasn't complete lies.
Yeah, good thing he didn't punch her back. All he did was strangle and kill her. Yeah, good thing.
By pointing out the pieces of truth.
Oh, yeah, Dr. Snow, hi.
Before.
Sorry.
Until
I saw you, hi.
I realized that if I let her keep on beating me around and basically letting her just do whatever she wanted, that eventually it was either going to be me or her. And so I made a decision.
According to Gregory, his mother's murder was a preemptive self-defense, but that doesn't justify such a horrifying and unforgivable crime. He continues to share
the way that he nonchalantly... No. Preemptive self-defense. I dragged my mother's decomposing corpse, and I tried to pry off her wedding ring so that I could pawn it, but my knife wouldn't cut bone. But, meh, whatever. That is not... preemptive self-defense. You are psychotic!
More grisly details of the cold-blooded attack.
Put your hands around her neck. Was she facing you when you did it?
Yeah.
You extend your arms and put your hands around her throat.
Yes.
And squeezed.
Yeah.
What did she do?
I mean, what can you do in that situation?
You tell me what she was doing.
Well, I'd forced her onto the ground and I was strangling her. And she was trying, she was clawing my arm, she was whatever. I mean, you can probably see on my fucking hand where in this crease here, I was putting so much stress on it because I was over it. I realized that it was either her getting so angry with me one day that she just takes out a kitchen knife and stabs me, or it was me getting so angry with her that I strangled her to death. And so I took the latter because I don't plan on, I didn't want her to kill me. I didn't think that was fitting. That wouldn't have worked out. So I just took action instead.
Gregory seems to really struggle to come up with an explanation here. I didn't think that was fitting is particularly odd phrasing in the middle of a confession. Though he admitted he killed her.
That is so funny. Look at everyone like, fitting? Like, fitting? What are we talking about? What the hell does that mean? I didn't think it was fitting. I didn't think it was fitting. So this story that he made up might happen. He thought wasn't fitting because it's unlikely to happen, right? So instead of going, that's not realistic, I'm just making up a story and deciding to believe it. Instead of going, oh, that's not fitting because it's unlikely and it's something I made up in my fucking head, it's literally a delusion, he goes, that's not fitting, I can't have that happen, I should kill her first.
He's trying his hardest to make
He's
it
like
self-defense with a roundabout
mentally,
justification.
he's not like
Though
mentally
it sounds
there.
completely unbelievable, it's likely he's probably actually convinced himself of this.
Yeah, that's a common thing with narcissists, is like, they're such good liars and manipulators because they believe themselves in the like lies that they say. Like, they truly believe it. And even if they say the same thing over and over and over again and it's a lie every time, and you know it's a lie every time and they know it's a lie every time, they'll believe it every time they say it.
Or, and you choked the life out of her. How'd that make you feel?
I felt nothing.
How long did it take?
30 minutes.
I want you to imagine, right? You're at a dentist office and you are exactly on time for your appointment. So you're expecting to be called in like any minute now. So you're very like active and present because you never know when they're going to call you. And they make you wait 30 minutes in that waiting room. That feels like forever. Like, imagine your phone's on like 4% too. So you're kind of just not using it and you're just killing time. Like, shit, like 30 minutes. That is so long. 30 minutes. And he said, I felt nothing. Choking out his mom and killing her for 30 minutes. Fuck! Like, I'm actually like in awe, like shocking, like to not at any point like come back into awareness of what you're doing and stop. Like, is this a like mutation of like human evolution? Like, what is this? What is this? How? It's like a different species, the shit that he's describing. It feels like just not the same creature. Psychopathy. That's insane.
You choked your mother on the floor to death for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
How'd you know she was dead?
Okay.
It sucks that, but you're not wrong. Rise, you're like nobody should have fucking died, but yeah, it's, yeah.
Let me rephrase this. I
You're not
choked her
wrong.
to death.
And I thought she was dead, and I went to go get the wheelbarrow, and then she was moving, so I had to get back on top of her and finish the job.
Bro. Bro. All of a delusion, because of a delusion that he made in his head about his own mother maybe killing him because she yelled at him about his biology grade. Bruised ego, yeah. Just a psychopath with a bruised ego. I think he's like fucking loving the shock value that he's delivering to this detective. That's the worst part. Because he started off just explaining it like normal, and then as the shit he said got crazier and crazier, it feels like now he's just saying shit to be like, my dark, twisted mind. Like, oh my God. Bro, Flan and Toast, welcome in. You guys have joined at 1 hour, 23 minutes into a very long video. Yeah, it's probably really crazy to...
Yeah, like jazz.
You like jazz? It's a crazy time to join.
And then once she was
Sorry?
resisting when I was dragging her dead body across the floor, I knew she was dead.
Gregory continues with his crude and detached tone as he describes how he disposed of his mother's body.
Charge him as an adult, and then death by firing squad.
Well, listen, dead bodies are heavy. They're a pain in the ass to carry. I was like, all right, well, this is easy. Simple fireman's carry, right? I'm just gonna pick her up, whatever, bring her to the car, throw her in there. Nah, this is heavy. So I got the wheelbarrow, I dragged her out to the stairs, and then I positioned the wheelbarrow in the way so I could basically muscle her body into the wheelbarrow just perfect enough to where I could get her into the car, actually into the wheelbarrow without having to, whatever, break my back.
Okay. So you take her to the car. Where do you put her in the minivan?
I just shoved her in there.
In the very back?
Yeah. Open up the trunk, just kind of. I put 2 belts around her legs, and then I dragged her into the car.
2 belts around her legs and dragged her into the car?
Yeah, I tied 2 belts. I had like a belt around her ankle and a belt around her ankle, and then I tied them together and then used it as a crutch.
So you were in the van? And
I'm against capital punishment, but I'll make an exception. I don't know why you just reminded me of this. If you don't know Blitzman, Blitzman's very woke. He's probably the wokest person in here. But in a way that is extremely well-informed, but not annoying. You know? Not annoying. Just well-informed, kind of woke. And he studies the detective and the psychology and shit like that. Blitzman, what do you think about the death penalty? I'm just kind of curious. I'll play it again because he's probably like, don't get me started.
Just dragged her from
Completely
inside the van and dragged her from the wheelbarrow into the back of the van.
Yeah, it was a bit to do, but yeah, I did it.
As Gregory describes his
We're
next
on delicate
steps.
ground. No, we're not. No, we're not. Because it's like, it's not as bad as like, do you believe in like gay people? Because then it's like, okay, you're gonna offend someone that's gay, man. Like, don't da da da. But like with the death penalty, it's kind of like, what is your philosophy? You know, it's very like opinion. So I think it's totally fine to talk about opinions that aren't like harming anyone except brutal criminals. Life in prison is way worse than death penalty. That's a good point, I think, actually. But what if you get so used to life in prison and you really acclimate to it, and like then you just have like your own dorm basically and food provided for you, and you don't have to work, and you have access to like a gym and a library. Like if you acclimate to that, you can like make friends, and I don't know. At first I was like, yeah, but now I'm kind of like, I don't know. I know I'm in the complete minority, but when I see someone this, I don't see like a monster. I see someone who is messed up and needs to be fixed, if that makes sense. That is very woke, yeah. I think some people you can't fix. But like, only huge extremes. Like, only when they're so gone that it's like, how do you come back from that? How? But at the same time, this is a kid, so it's like a very pliable brain in terms of like rehabilitating it. It's all about protecting the people. It doesn't matter if the psychopaths like it or not. It doesn't matter if they're happy, sad. If they can be rehabilitated, we have to try. If they keep escaping and killing or killing while in prison, they need to be put down. The goal of the justice position should be reformation, not punishment, and therefore shouldn't have the right to ultimate punishment. If reformation is impossible, they are insane in a way that can't be fixed, and we already have a place for them, an asylum. Wait, that kind of ate. That kind of hit. That kind of hit. And I don't mind talking about this because I don't even know really what I believe, and I haven't thought about it long enough to push back on anyone. So I just like hearing everyone's opinions, all the different ones. I just like it because I haven't thought about them enough to make a bunch of different ones, you know? You know when you like, first you think one thing and then you think another and then you're like, actually I like that better, and you go back. I've just never started down that path of thinking, so I don't have a strong opinion. Severe punishment needs to be carried to be a deterrent. I always imagine myself opening the door and the police booking me for something I had nothing to do with. Could theoretically, but not realistically, happen at any time. This is literally my assignment I'm doing right now. Reading a case file suggesting diagnoses and interventions/treatments when people like this are in prison and try to fix them. Huh. I'm also severely woke in most people's eyes, but yeah. I like just knowing, like, what people think, because when I don't have an opinion, I might, like, accidentally... Faleno! You guys just came in during a crazy time. Welcome. Thank you for the raid, Faleno. We're talking about the death penalty. I was like, I was asking what people think about it because I've never really thought about it. Yeah, we're talking about the death penalty. Because I like to see everyone's opinions because I don't have one. I like to see yours. So I think this is very interesting and I'm liking what people have to say. I hope you had a good raid. That was a crazy time. I mean, stream. That was a crazy time to raid. I hope you had a good stream. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, Faleno Raiders. He face revealed! Wait, W Faleno. I hope you had a nice face reveal. Oh, hi, we're just talking about the death penalty. 14 hours! Sheesh. Now, I think we should put people back in the stocks. You know, you put the thing in their heads like this and their arms like this, and then you could throw rocks at them. I think we gotta bring that back. Yeah. I feel like no matter how studied you are on mental illness like this, determining someone's mental state is extremely fragile and not really possible, but I don't agree with a person having any right to determine whether or not someone deserves life. Yeah. They still do that shit in some places? Throw tomatoes at people in the town square? Yeah! Like, public shaming isn't the same when it's on a screen. Because it's on a screen from the comfort of, like, your room. you know? Get the hell in the town square. Get up on a stage, put on a little jester outfit, do a little dance, and let us throw tomatoes at you, rotten ones. God. Like, I want you to feel shame, and then we all, God. Cersei shame, yeah.
Get a fascinating glimpse into the twisted mind of a teenage murderer.
Okay. So you pull her into the back of the car, and then where do you go?
Well, I threw a little girl in there, and I was like, and I got the shovel, and I was like, okay, let's do this. Whatever, it's easy.
And wait, now y'all got me thinking. Like, if, you know, because I like the idea of, like, who are you as another person, or even as another group of people, like, to decide if someone deserves to live or die, and maybe a better punishment is jail, but also maybe if the rehabilitation, they can't rehabilitate, go to asylum, blah, blah, blah. But, like, that's in a perfect world, right? Where, like, someone does something horrible and they always get the exact amount of justice that they deserve. But that's not, like, the world that we live in. And, like, there's no state of justice that is tangible and exists and you can tap into it. Like, it is only carried out by people. And people are so flawed and subjective, and they can be bought, and they can have their own opinions, and they could, you know, a judge that hates someone named Lucy because growing up Lucy, like, did this and that to them and their family, and these biases that are in your mind. And so the justice that's carried out isn't, like, ultimately fair. And so, like, the world we do live in is a world where people might do really, really bad shit, go to jail for a little bit, like, bounce off of other prisoners also in jail about, oh, you should have done this, you could have done this, like, and then come back out because they're surrounded by people being punished that have no interest in being reformed. And so then they come back out and then reoffend, and it puts innocent people in danger. And that's kind of the reality we live in. But the philosophy of, like, they should be rehabilitated, I think is, yeah, obviously. That feels like a given. Of course. But I think the reason it's such a debate is, like, they should be rehabilitated is, like, a bit philosophy, and, like, they should be punished because they're just going to come out and reoffend is, like, what feels more common. And I don't know if it's just because of, like, fear-mongering, like, media that perpetrates that belief of, like, when they come back out, they reoffend. So I'm... Wait, restorative justice is cheaper? I used to think that's how jail worked as a kid. Go to jail and come out when you've changed. People reoffend because prisons are for profit and don't rehabilitate. That's what I mean. Like, in the status quo, we live in a world where, like, it's so easy to say, like, yeah, we should rehabilitate them. But that's not what we're doing. So what do? You just leave them in there forever? I think that you'd have to be in that field to realize a realistic answer. Yeah, I think I just don't know enough, yeah. If we try to fix problems by assuming the problem will never go away, then it won't. That's true. That is also true that it's the American status quo. That is also true. There's also a huge disconnect between research and actual policy. It's insanely political. Politicians in power only want to hear and read stuff that they agree with, not what's actually been shown to be the most effective. That's what I mean about, like, like justice isn't a real thing that we can like tap into because there's so many layers down where it gets bogged up. Like politicians will act in the interest of like getting reelected instead of what is right for humanity and what is like correct to do. And so it's like I'm so glad there's someone in chat saying the things I want to say better than I could ever say them. This is why I like talking about uncomfortable things. Like, especially when I haven't, like, buried my feet in the ground on a opinion yet. That's why I like it. Because it's like, someone can say something, and it'll lead me to think a thought that I've never thought of yet. You know? I've never had this thought because I've never seen it the way that you see it. Or I'll see someone word something in a way and I'm like, yes, I think exactly like that. But then someone will say, well then, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even think of that. Like, you know, it's good. It's good. Talk about uncomfortable things. It's good. It's good. Stop being scared. And like, it's always, and like a good preface is, you know, I do not exist to offend. Like I exist as a being of knowledge that wants to keep learning. Like I don't want to hurt, and then you're kind of good as long as you're not being a dick, I guess. And you can like admit when you're wrong or like when something's cringe. You're lucky because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of bias in the cat room, which makes talking about difficult things a lot easier. I think you could say that we have like a bias towards being like very woke, but it's like the kind of woke that woke actually is, and not the kind of woke that is like virtue signaling. But we do have some virtual signals, some virtual signalers, but it doesn't hurt anyone. W woke. I would say we lean towards like, I mean, if you go woke enough, you hit like scholars, bro. You hit like intelligent people that would love to admit when they're wrong and would love to learn from your side no matter where you are. But if you go too right, the further left you go, the more scholarly it gets. And the further right you go, the more delusional it can lead to. It can turn a bit their conspiracy, you know? But the kind of umbrella visual that you get for the woke is kind of like when you take 2 steps to the left and you get the people with blue hair and they're, you know, pinching every little thing you say as like incorrect and stuff, and it's their whole personality. That isn't the far left. It pisses me off so bad that is the image of the far left. Because the far left are like the people in like universities. Like those are the libs. I've asked myself why that is for so long. Propaganda. Woke but not too woke. If you get woke enough, you come back around a little bit. Like I would love a gun. When the kid who wore the ketchup jacket every day calls you a wokey virtue signaler? You either die awoke or live long enough to become a lib. Guns are fun but so scary. Yeah, I don't have one because they're scary, but I enjoy having the self-defense laws that we have, and I think I have a very right-sided mindset on them. I think they're not chill enough. I think if we're able to have guns to defend ourselves, then if someone comes into your house wanting to kill you and you kill them first, you shouldn't go to jail for manslaughter. But you do. And a lot of people don't know that. they think that it's just like, oh, the reason we have guns is to protect ourselves. And then they get in these situations where they use them because someone has broken into their house trying to kill them. And then they do it first. And it's like, well, you killed someone, you're going to jail. Huh? Then why do I have a self-defense weapon if I can't use it in self-defense? But apparently, that is a extremely, I think, on the right take to have. Boyd! Wait, Boyd! I feel like long time no see, no? Hi, Boyd. Problem is, I would feel safe to have a gun, but not if others do too, and could be crazy. I agree. Because it defends gun ownership. Yeah, so like, either nobody can have a gun, or if you can, and you use it in self-defense, you're not the bad guy. Like, if you're gonna give them guns, like, and make it a criminal thing, do it for every single reason other than, like, defending your life. Right-wingers love guns until a communist or minority has it. I don't know, because we sell our guns. Like, doesn't America sell and, like, supply guns to, like, a ton of, like, communist and also minority, like, yeah. It's just, you gotta dig deep, you gotta dig a little deeper. Yeah. You just gotta look at it a little deeper. And then they complain, why do they have all these guns? Why do they have all these guns? Like, the gun that is used to kill your son that you sent to war was sold to them by a fucking American, man. Yeah, but hate the other political party. Yeah. He just means citizens. Yeah, but it's the citizens that have those guns and use them in the wars. Or do you, like, mean American citizens? That would make sense. I know what you mean. Bro, Danish, yeah, I don't know what the hell it is. We should finish this video. We should finish this. It's so easy to sidetrack me. You guys can't do this. You know I'm a fucking debate kid. You know I'm a debate kid. Stop!
Shovel, and I was like, okay, let's do this. Whatever, it's easy. Yeah, no. Then I had a mental breakdown. I was like, holy shit, blah, blah, whatever.
Nope. Blah, blah, whatever. What's that mean? Fill it in.
Like, you know, whatever, holy shit, what am I doing? And, you know, or whatever, destroying my future, blah, 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 whatever.
The repeated blah, blah, blah statements show the fascinating but disturbing dichotomy of how Gregory presents as intelligent as well as very childish. This is the hallmark of most teens, but it's extremely chilling when tied to discussing murder.
Basically just I was basically reasoning with myself, do I deserve to live? And I realized that I did the thing I did out of self-defense. I mean, sure, she wasn't hitting me in the moment, but it would have eventually just gotten worse and worse and worse. It's always gotten worse and worse and worse over the years.
He's delusional!
It was just a matter of time.
He's making this up, like, this didn't actually happen. It's a story that he thinks will happen.
I had lots of thoughts going through my head. My original thought was, oh, well, you know.
Did he really say write that in the notepad? Did he say that actually? No? Oh my god. Oh my god, you actually, like, shocked me. And I went back. I like, inhaled a little grain of salt.
I was on the highway, I was driving and then I realized, I had lots of thoughts going through my head. My original thought was, oh, well, you know, what if I just dump my mom's body in some random ass location with a wheelbarrow and then I just go make on the run?
That's what I said, like, right? What do you do?
And then I realized where the fuck would I go? I mean, I have my sister's house in Michigan, yeah, but she just turned me to the cops. And whatever, I'm not going to get out of the country, and whatever, how many hours they find her body. So it's not worth it. And I was like, well, I could just go.
So this is not premeditated murder, but it's murder Can you premeditate like what's it called? Obstruction of evidence? Can you be charged with obstruction of evidence, but it's like premeditated obstruction of evidence? So it's like planned? Because that's what this sounds like. Yeah, right? Dog sushi, hello.
Into oncoming traffic. I mean, it's really busy
So that's what
in
I would
this
say.
area for some reason. I could just move my car into oncoming traffic.
If he didn't get tried as an
myself.
adult,
And
I
I was like,
swear.
nah, it's a pussy ass way to go. I'm not gonna do that. All right, so I just decided, well, okay, well, I guess we're just back at square one. So I'm gonna go back
No, I
to where I
haven't.
started.
Gregory continues to narrate the account, and he doesn't hesitate to share the disgusting details about what he did to his mother's body.
Thanks for being here.
Drove the body back.
Also, I'll check
to
it out.
the church.
Thank you.
And to dig the hole, realized that my phone flashlight's not going to be enough. Go back to the house, get a new flashlight. Then this is, by the way, this is me. When I'm talking about me going back to my house to get money, it's just me trying to make excuses for my phone being in certain places. I should have just trashed my phone like I did with my mom's, but I didn't really want to do that because I was listening to music and whatever. I was gonna get caught anyway, so there's no point. And so
yeah, welcome in, lady. This is a crazy time.
I get flashlights, I get whatever, and then get the area lit up, dig, realize that the body smells terrible. It smells like Jesus Christ. You ever smell a dead body? I smell a dead body? Yes, sure I have. Yeah, they smell like
Casually listening to music while digging a grave and be so comfortable discussing the smell of his mother's dead body show his complete lack of empathy beyond the remorselessness he's displayed so far.
So I was like, okay, you get something to clean up. So I went to my house, got a can of bleach, and I was like, okay, when I get the body in there, I'll pour the bleach on it and just make it smell sterile before I cover it back up with dirt. I was like, okay, that seems like a pretty good plan, whatever.
There's been another shift in Gregory's speech patterns. As soon as he decided to confess, he's now talking a lot faster. This is most likely his normal way of talking, as before he was concentrating on being deceptive.
Yeah.
So I dig the hole. It's like, what, 4:30? And I decided, all right, so we dumped the body and then we fill back up. And then at 5:30 we go back. So we? Myself. Okay, so you're talking about we being yourself, nobody else is there. This is just you. Yeah, it's just me. So, anyways,
he said
done with the hole. So kick the body in the hole.
Oh. By the way, over an argument about him having a D in biology.
But it doesn't fit, so I had to.
This is always like I watch these and I'm fascinated and they get me thinking and like, but God, like I don't know, it's like fuck. It just makes you feel so fucking icky, you know.
Kind of Kramer in there. I don't know if I broke any bones. Whatever. Pour the bleach on her. Put the dirt over her. And I mean, when you go out there, you'll see it. It looks perfectly natural. Doesn't look like there's anything. How'd you mask the hole? What'd you do? Well, it was a fire pit. So I literally just threw the dirt back on it, moved the rocks around. It looks perfectly fine. So she's in the fire pit? Or under the fire pit? Yeah. Okay.
And yet another shocking twist. Gail's body wasn't the only thing Gregory hid in the woods that night.
What else is in the woods? What else is in there? The broom I used to sweep the drag marks away. Okay. Because when you're dragging a dead body, as I said, I trashed the wheelbarrow on Holly Hills, which is a dumbass move because I still needed to get the body out from the trunk of my car and bring it down to this area, right? But I realized whatever, blah, blah, dumb. So if I
No, I don't even think it's the fact that he dug the hole that makes him a psychopath. I think it's the fact that he was like trying to strangle her for 30 minutes, came back, she was still alive, and then like finished killing her. Like at no point had any kind of clarity or like, that's not impulse. That is not impulse. This is
maybe
fucked.
an hour and a half. I probably would have.
This is a 15-year-old. Like I feel like icky, and I'm like, oh my God, like humanity is so fucked, and everything's so, oh my God, and like, it's a 15-year-old. Like,
gotten away with it, but I did wait an hour and a half because I needed to come to terms with what I did. Anyways.
But at the same time, it's like it's good. Like this is good to watch and feel disturbed by, and like remember your fucking humanity, and that like life is precious, and you should be thankful that you're, no matter how bad you think it is, like living in your head, like man, you came out okay, man. You came out okay. You came out okay. This is what not okay looks like.
I dragged her body with the two belts I had tied to her ankles. I dragged it all the way to the fire pit. And, you know, like when you're dragging the body on leaves and palm fronds and whatnot, that collects quite a lot of shit, to be frank. So is there anything else? I mean, you said that there's a shovel in the woods, a broom in the woods. How about any of the stolen shit? Or the stuff that you took from the house?
There's more. Yeah, there's stolen shit. There's nothing big. It's like all small shit. And I just kind of chucked it in there because no one else wanted it, and I needed to get rid of it. So there's a cache of
God,
stolen
imagine her,
in the
his
lake
stepdad,
behind
her husband.
the fire pit, but it's probably all whatever. By the way, in the woods by the fire pit, I don't know. I couldn't point.
That is so obvious. That is so obvious. This guy just texted this guy. This guy here just sent a text to this guy. Look how obvious they made this.
In the lake behind the
Typing
fire
it out,
pit,
hit send.
but it's probably
Bing!
all whatever.
Puts his
by the
phone
way,
away.
In the woods by the fire pit.
I want to know so bad. Oh, I want to know so bad. What did he just text him? Did you guys catch that? Like, or did you only catch it when I pointed it out? I want to know so bad. Like he just texted him like all caps WTF. Like,
I don't know.
I didn't
point
when I
out
watched
to you
that.
exactly, but there's two laptops and the .30 caliber gun right behind.
I'm
the fire pit in
Snoopy.
the woods. And
No, I'm just
obviously,
very
you know where the
observant.
rest of stuff is.
I do. Go back to before you left your house with your mother's body in the van. You started.
Oh, I bet that's what he texted him. Was like he thought of a question, but doesn't want to break up the way that the confession is kind of flowing. Like, doesn't want to bring him back to reality. And so he texted it to him. So out of nowhere, he just goes, yeah, I understand. Anyway, go back to, that's definitely what it was.
Before you left your house with your mother's body in the van, you started staging the crime scene. Is that right? You said you took some of the stolen shit out?
Yeah.
What, not stolen. You took what'd you take out of the house first, and then while your mother's body was in the van?
Well, I just kind of figured, like, well, I need to get everything out. I was like, well, not everything, but like, you know, I was like, how can I make this look legit? I was like, I can't just like make my mom disappear and then like head to school and be like.
That's this exact. I'm so glad they showed this part. This is what was so obvious about it not being a burglary. Is like, yeah, you're rifling through shit to find something expensive, but you're not opening a cupboard that clearly is full of glass dishes that you could see right through and slamming them on the floor. Like, you're opening it, oh, there's nothing in there, maybe you leave it open, but you're not making a mess just to make a mess and trash it, especially when he said shit was stolen from the house of, like, high value. So it's like a burglary. Like, a burglar isn't gonna...
Like, oh, everything's okay. And I'm like, that's not gonna work. So I need to make it look like something happened, like a botched robbery or something. And you gotta admit, I don't know if you saw the house. Do you see the house?
I haven't gone inside yet, though.
All right.
See your work.
It looks quite nice.
Okay.
It looks.
And you gotta admit, it looks quite nice. And then I haven't seen your work. It looks quite nice. It's quite legit.
Quite legit.
It's weird. Why is there all this crap up here spilled? There's a broken glass here. I saw this shit broken, dude.
Oh yeah, it looked so legit, that's why Gregory immediately ended up in the interrogation room confessing right now.
Yeah, get his ass! Get his ass! Oh, get him!
Of everything, and I grabbed everything of value.
Yeah!
And
Bro, the narrator never does this.
I kind of just threw it in the
the van. And
Bro, even
yeah.
he's
As
done.
Sergeant Pagliari works to understand the rest of this disturbing story, Gregory takes every opportunity to flaunt his horrendous ego.
Now, but some of the stuff you gave to your friends. When did you give some of that to your friends?
After school.
After school.
Yeah, I needed. There wasn't any time. I was planning what I was going to plan.
How the fuck are you still live? I just got from your practice day. Dude, I don't know. Like, usually I just stay live as long as like I want. And it happens to be kind of around the same time. But like, if I have something in my head and I'm like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, then I'm just thinking about it the whole time I'm live, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go. I want to do this. But there's nothing I really like want to do. That's kind of how long streams happen. That's why whenever I take a break and I'm not streaming and I'm like, I have to do this and this and this, it's like, it's because I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna think about this until I do it, you know?
Do is I was going to drive.
You're still watching the same vid?
And
We had a long talk.
The bike somewhere and make it look like that she went to Orlando and then she just got whatever.
It's a
I think
2-hour
actually,
video,
if I
to be
had
fair.
Made the botched robbery and I just kind of drove the car up there and
Yeah, today's a stream
and
day.
lost the bike and gotten picked up by my friends, and we kind of like just kept hush about it. And I killed my mom and put her under the fire pit. You guys probably would have never caught me because you probably think that she got mugged in Orlando and died, and that probably would have made a lot more sense.
You guys probably would have never caught me. Oh, also a longer stream because the toilet people are coming. I keep saying that, but that's just like a meme now. They're just like construction guys. They're coming either tomorrow or Sunday. So in case they come tomorrow, you know, and I don't stream, then at least we had a long time today.
The
toilet people!
That she got mugged in Orlando and died, and that probably would have made a lot more sense. But I didn't think it through because I was impulse thinking and I was doing everything on a whim. So if I had more time to think it through, I probably would have done other things. But that's whatever.
Okay. So you went to school though?
Oh yeah.
How did you get to school?
Brian Dill picked me up in front of my.
Bro, this is so funny. Gets caught? You guys probably wouldn't have caught me. Holy narcissist!
House. I was wearing jeans covered in dirt, as well as boots covered in dirt. You'll find those in the woods with the broom and the shovel.
School.
But I was wearing no shirt. I just grabbed a random shirt and some soap and a washcloth. And then when I got to school, I wiped all the dirt off me, the excess blood that was on my face from my mom hitting me, and I cleaned myself up. And then I went to school and acted like nothing happened.
So then you go to school like nothing's up, right? Let's just go to class for a little while, right?
Yeah, well, my last day as a free man. Might as well enjoy it.
Okay. So
my last day as a free man. Might as well enjoy it. Goes to school. The thing that drove him in his mind to kill his mother. He won't admit ever that he has made a call that was uncalculated. He has always acted like everything is because he calculated it that way. Yeah, I went back to school because I actually thought might as well enjoy my last day free. And I actually intended on being caught, and I knew that it would have been my last day free. After I staged everything in an effort to get away with it, I actually knew anyway that it was my last day free. He won't ever get caught lacking.
Emoji, Moai emoji, Moai emoji, Moai emoji,
Fucking
Moai emoji, Moai emoji.
You bitch. Yeah, take that. Yeah, how about that? Scammed! Yeah, in which he has no friends, keep in mind. Yeah, you're right, yeah. He just, it's not that that's just not true. He just doesn't want to look like he did something on a whim. And what he does do on a whim, like what he does admit is on a whim, he explains how well he calculated it. So it's like, it's so backwards.
Think about your friends? More or less, it's you. It's whatever.
That's, well, your two best buds are the ones you really care about, right?
Well, no, they screwed me over in the end, so it's whatever.
Only one person keeps a secret, Greg.
Yeah.
You, when did they find out that you killed your mom?
When they picked me up, because I was covered in blood, which was my blood, but I was covered in blood and dirt. And
I don't like how he amended that. Which, it was my blood. He keeps emphasizing, like, and I cleaned some blood off my face from when my mom hit me. I'm still not buying the...
No. And they're like, what the f*** happened? And I was like, well, Brian, I called you last night. He's like, yeah, I know. And I told Dylan.
Okay. So then what was their reaction? Apathy? Tell me. Describe. Elaborate.
What does apathy mean again? Is that when, like, nothing? Not caring, right? Okay. Bro, it's so weird seeing them bounce back and forth like chess. The way he's like, apathy, describe, elaborate. It's like, it reminds me of, like the way, like, Baelish and the spider would, like, talk to each other. Where it's just like, quick, 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 quick. Yeah, like a ping pong back and forth, not a beat to think.
They didn't care. They didn't care. Reaction.
Look at
Last night
this.
he's like, yeah, I know. And I told Dylan. Okay. So then what was their reaction? Apathy? Tell me. Describe. Elaborate. They didn't care. They didn't care. They thought you were full of shit. I mean, well, yeah, they thought I was full of shit. They only took him back to where I did it. Which was after school. Yeah. And then after school, you took him to the church. Yeah. And then you just started divvying out shit. Yeah, I said, take what you want. Knowing that your mother was dead, and you told them, take what you want. And they were good with that? Yeah, they're good. Who took what? I don't know. Okay.
There's now no denying that Dylan and Brian helped Gregory cover up his mother's murder.
Yep.
And the two are detained while Sergeant Pagliari wraps up Gregory's interrogation.
They knew.
Well, how about the part, I gotta say, I was impressed with the kicking of the door. Did you do all that yourself? Oh, no, I had those two do it. Oh, okay, so again, more...
No, I had those two do it. Cinema. Yeah, so these two snitch on him killing the mom. So he goes, fuck it, I'm gonna snitch on them for helping me stage the house. Like, I wonder if they all end up in the same jail and they're just buddies again, like prison. And they're just like buddies again in prison. And now these three who were best friends already, best friends enough to do this together. Kill someone and take all their stuff and set up the scene. They're close enough to do that, and then they betray each other, end up in jail. Surely they, like, make amends with all the time that they have in jail, and then you just get to be somewhere for years and years where all of your food is provided for you. You can go to the gym, you can go to the library, like, all you have to do all day is hang out. Like, that, they don't deserve that. Like, that's what the prisoner's dilemma is? They just get to hang out forever. They don't have to get a job. They just, on our taxpayer dime, get to go to the gym and eat and hang out. Is that how it is? Like, is that what happens? I don't think it's like that. U.S. prisons don't really look like a nice place. Yeah, but given enough time, I'm sure you carve out a role in the chaos.
Things that these guys did. Yeah. Right? So tell me about that.
There's no way they'd be in the same one, right? I just don't know enough about the justice system.
Well, I was like, hey, I need help staging the crime scene. And they were like, okay, we'll help you. So both of them together kicked in the door. Yeah, it was very impressive. Okay. Do you guys have this on video or anything? Did you like me? No, I wish I had it on video. That would be graphic. That'd be great. But no. But I'm sure if you...
Why would that be great? Yeah, why did you just get so happy thinking about having a video of his friends helping him stage a crime scene from when he murdered his mother?
Dust for footprints on the door, you'll find their shoes. Okay. You'll find it all over the house as well. But then we went to my mom's room. We got the gloves, gave them gloves because they didn't want to get their fingerprints on anything, even though they had already kicked the door open and whatnot. But and even though they're already like basically helping me do this.
Might get a deal for
As
cooperating.
the interrogation
But isn't that what he's hoping for? He shouldn't get one. Like, so is he now. But
comes to a close, Gregory once again displays his astonishing apathy towards his mother's death.
So, am I going to go to prison or what? What's up? Well, what's going to happen is I have to obviously let someone from the state attorney's office know about today's events, and then we'll go from there. So I don't have, there's no end game as far as what's going to end up happening to you. And your
Yeah, no,
question
you
is,
good, bro.
like, what, prison and all that jazz? I don't know. But you will be arrested.
Like, yeah, obviously, but like, since I'm a minor, can I even go to prison? Is it like a thing?
That I don't know. Again, I'm just a
Oh, I think that's what he's hoping. Like, that's what he's hoping. Like, oh, nothing can happen to me. He's like, by the way, like that whole minor thing, right?
person who gets the facts and presents them.
Is that a thing?
Again, all we're going to do, Detective Jones and I are just here to get the facts of the case. We present our findings to the legal part of things, which that's not me.
So since I'm in the police station already, ready to do handcuffs and all that jazz?
You probably will be handcuffed at some point, yeah.
No, bro. And then I did.
I haven't enjoyed watching this for probably the last it's like a little under a 2-hour video, and I haven't enjoyed it for like hours. But I can't look away. I'm just fascinated. Feels like too good of a word to transfixed. I'm too transfixed on what I'm witnessing. What can you do so wrong as a parent that your kid turns out like this? Like no wonder boomers think that it's video games. They're like, whoa, that is so cool. I'm gonna be handcuffed for killing my mom. Like, what else could it be? That's like such a direct line, because that's stuff that you do in video games or whatever. When in reality, it's insane it's not that. Like, it's something so much more nuanced. How can it exist? This is the problem with these types of videos. You're giving him the fame and notoriety he wants. Yeah. Like, any publicity is good in the eyes of someone this narcissistic. Like,
Act of the century. She's giving a Grammy.
oh my God, listen. I shouldn't have paused it.
Since I'm
Listen.
in the police station already, ready to do handcuffs and all that jazz?
You probably will be handcuffed at some point, yeah.
No, bro. And then I did Act of the Century. She's giving a Grammy for that 9/11 or 911 call.
Yeah.
You should give it a listen. It's quite nice.
Though Gregory is bragging about his 911 call, it's actually something that gave him away from the beginning. When he was asked where the emergency was, he immediately launched into his story, which is an instant red flag.
911, where's your emergency?
I just got home and my house is completely trashed. It looks like someone broke in the side door.
An innocent person is interested in help, not telling a story. It's incredible that the detectives can keep a straight face listening to him. Before officially arresting Gregory, the sergeant has one last question for him.
You've taken a little bit of pride in what you did. That's fine. You know what? It is what it is, right? Are you willing to go with us and show us where at the church where you put her and everything? Do a little reenactment of what happened? So again, if you're willing to ride with us, I'll sit with you in the backseat of a patrol car. Uniformed deputies will come in and handcuff you, of course, and put you back there with me, and then you'll just take us over to the church, and then we'll get out and do a little video reenactment of the scene over there, and just kind of go through some things. Tell us what you were thinking. That's all I'm looking to do at this point. You want to do that?
I'd be down.
You're down?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
After arriving at the church, Gregory leads the officers to the burial site.
Drop, and then I put my phone. If I can find this code.
Are your phones out here?
Well, no, it's not. I wish it was.
No, me too.
But oh, whatever. Well, there was a wooden. Did they find the stuff back here?
We probably found a few things, but go ahead what you recall.
All right. Well, whatever. There's Did you guys find the gun back here?
Did we find a gun back here? It's okay if we
There's
did.
one back there.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Okay.
A rifle?
Yeah. You guys
Yes.
found the laptops as well?
I believe so, sir.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
So yeah, whatever. I set my phone so I get some light, but then I realized I needed more, so I had to go back to my house and get more. But
Sure. Tell me how you dug the hole. Let's talk about that.
Took a shovel and I dug it up.
Okay. All right. And then how did you put your mother's body in the hole? How was she oriented? Did she face up? Did she?
Okay, so originally I was gonna put her in legs first, and I realized that's a bad idea.
Right.
So
okay.
off the bed.
Hour, come on.
realize they're being recorded.
Yeah. There you go. It was like
bedroom, right?
I don't need to know how.
You can see when you go in there, the bed's tilted. We started on the bed. We struggled off the bed onto the left side where I proceeded to kill her.
Okay.
While Gregory leads the officers through the woods, Brian and Dylan sit together in the back of a nearby patrol car as the boys talk about their current situation, seeming not to realize they're
Oh my God, they're yapping about what's going on and they don't even know they're they don't even know they're being filmed.
recorded. It becomes very clear that they don't understand the consequences they'll soon be facing.
I told the entire thing because they knew it already. Dude, I haven't been in cuffs all night. And then this lady shows up and she puts me in cuffs.
But you were in cuffs?
Yep.
Dude, they showed up and I was okay. And then they're like, okay, wait, change for you in cuffs.
They
Dude,
transported me without cuffs.
I'm like, wait, so like Dylan saw this house? It was like, no, they're with our other detectives. And it was like, shit, he's fired at the police station. So they called my father.
Oh no.
Yeah, they called my father. My father knows that I'm involved in this. I'm gonna get chewed out when I get home.
You're not going
I'm
home.
Get a birthday or Christmas or anything.
Yeah, for maybe the rest of your life. For maybe the rest of your life, you don't get a birthday or Christmas, buddy?
I'm gonna be grounded for the next 10 years and disowned by my entire family.
Dude, I'm not even...
I don't know. This makes me think about what Blitzman said, and it's like, yeah, for us, this is so psychotic. But these are kids. They're kids. Of course, the worst thing that they can imagine happening is I'm not going to get a birthday or a Christmas. Like, oh my God.
Getting to work tomorrow.
Someone's about to get fired.
Dude, no, we had that job.
Oh, man.
We're making 15 an hour. Come on, guys. This is important. Yeah, it was 15 an hour.
Wait, are we not able to anymore?
I should be done by now.
What time are we going over there? Only the willpower to stay up so long.
Dude, no, how it's working, you have to be there 11 o'clock till around 7 o'clock.
That sounds like work.
Yeah, but it's 8 times 15. It's 140.
Each. Let's get along. I can go by that little jackass one.
It seems that the concept of serving jail time for their crimes doesn't even cross the boys' minds.
Yeah, they don't think they're going to jail.
Is this just a sign of their immaturity, or do the two really feel that they haven't committed a crime by helping Greg cover up his mother's murder?
I think it's
Is
both.
that Greg?
That's not Greg. That guy's too tall and like skinny.
No, it's Greg. Look at his limp.
Yeah, he has to point out where the body is.
That's Greg.
That's Greg.
Mine.
No.
What? What?
Oh.
I know, he's not even mine. Like, honestly.
Look at what mess we're in. Like, I'll do a lot of things for a friend.
I was under the impression I was taking some property. I got some speakers out of it. I was enjoying those tonight. I was kind of drunk. You should ask.
The complete lack of accountability from Dylan and Brian is appalling. However, their utter absence of remorse only becomes more apparent when they bizarrely decide to sing Alien Boy by Oliver Tree.
I was sitting there singing Bruno Mars and all that, just like blasting the speakers. I had them all hooked up and it looked nice in my room.
I fell down.
I was listening to that too. 3 doors down, so you can't ignore it. I'll hunt you down like Tyrannosaurus.
Eventually, all 3 boys are transported back to the police station.
They have no... Bro, they think life's all fucking sunshine and rainbows. Like... Oh my God. I can't lie. I think it's immaturity. I don't think these guys are like crazy sociopaths that feel nothing. Like, one of the kids was crying about feeling nothing because, like, I think they're just so immature that, like, they don't realize the weight of what they assisted with. Like, they think they still have to, like, go to school, and they think, oh, no, I'm not going to get a birthday present. Like, that is immaturity.
After
like,
a hectic night of processing, Gregory, Dylan, and Brian are reunited in the back of a patrol car and transported to the Department of Juvenile Justice, where it's very clear they have no idea they're being recorded.
Because, like, I was asking for a bottle of water so much. The one that he was like, the water's in that.
Dude, they sound like such fucking kids. Think about how fucked up this kid sounded in that interview with the detective. And he was just like, this apathetic psycho. And like, dude, so like, I was seriously asking for some water. Like,
A fountain right there, and I'm just like, I'm not drinking out of that. Like, I'm just gonna get AIDS straight from drinking from that water fountain. I know. That's just
You have handcuffs in cell when like were they in front of you or behind you?
in front.
Okay, I was gonna say they're behind. How the hell are you gonna do that? You're gonna like have to do some like trapeze.
Oh no, when I had to like flush the toilet, I literally had to like kick the button pretty much.
Yeah, you need to be quiet for 1 second. 1 Delta 65 Central.
they're like joking around, and this guy's in the front of the car. I thought they were alone.
3 juvenile males en route to DJJ. Starting mileage is 581. All right, you guys can go ahead and talk if you want.
Dude, seriously. Oh, I was not sitting down on that toilet. It was like steel, and there was white stuff all over the toilet. I'm just like, I'll pass on that.
My dad, dude. Why my dad here?
What? My family isn't here.
Is my dad here? Why is my dad here? Like, this is a private matter. Like, bro, they have no weight of consequences. Like, nah, now I'm confused. Like, I wasn't like this at 15. Like, I wasn't like this at 15. I don't know. This.
Me already.
You're Brian?
What? Yeah, I'm Brian.
No, they have a lawyer. They're with a lawyer with you.
Interesting. Well, my family loves me, so.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not getting. I'm gonna get disowned anyway. The lawyer is to get me disowned.
The more time the three boys spend reunited, the less remorse they seem to have.
I was arrested on my grandma's birthday.
What, alien?
Last night was my grandma's birthday. I got to see her and said happy birthday first. Happy birthday. I got arrested.
You're not gonna see her anytime soon, buddy.
Oh my god. Cat's gonna kill me. What? She freaked out when I didn't answer her for 30 minutes. She had everyone she knew blow up my phone, and she called me like 30 times and texted me about 100 times.
Instead of being worried about what Kat will think of him after she learns about the horrible things he's done, Brian only cares about her being mad at him for not responding to her texts. This just showcases the utter lack of understanding from the...
I think so too. Like, I don't know if it's immaturity anymore. Like, they don't feel bad at all. Maybe that is immaturity, but he's like, wouldn't you think, like, oh, I guess he thinks that it won't get out, like, what's happening. That's why he's confused. Like, how's my dad here? How do people know? Like, oh, Kat's just gonna be mad that, like, I didn't reply.
Boys.
I'm ready to die and get slapped about 30 times when I get back to school. Shit.
You mean you were gonna walk back to campus?
I had online work I had to do. I'm worried about school still graduating, you know.
Yeah, you're in all the limits.
What?
And I'm 11 to 12 days, right? I mean, I can't graduate.
It's my senior year. I was supposed to graduate this year.
For the first time, it seems as though the boys may be starting to realize that their disturbing actions will have long-term consequences. School, friends, and life as these boys know it will now be changed forever. Not long after arriving at the juvenile center, Brian's family posted his $100,000 bond. In the 3.5 years prior to their court date, Brian finished high school.
What? The family just... Oh my god. No wonder he has no weight of consequences. The family was ready with a lawyer, so expensive. Instantly paid $100,000? Of course he has no concept of consequences. And then 3 years he's walking free?
Started college and was employed. On the other hand, Dylan wasn't offered a bond for 309 days, as the court was concerned that his history of mental health issues may lead him to hurt himself. When he finally was given a bond, it was $200,000, meaning there was essentially no way for him to post his bail.
Yeah, no.
For his part in the crime, Dylan was sentenced to 828 days in jail, followed by 10 years of probation. despite both boys having been charged with accessory after the fact to second-degree murder. Brian was given a different sentence. At his hearing, Gail's sister spoke on the pain their family had suffered as a result of the actions taken by Gregory, Dylan, and Brian. In response, Brian said that he was sorry the tragic killing had happened, but that he was simply naive at the time and didn't take Gregory's murderous claims seriously. Even at his sentencing, it seemed that Brian was wholly unwilling to take full accountability for his actions. In the end, he was sentenced to 14 years of probation, with the first 364 days of that term being served in the Volusia County
Like, still not taking accountability is
jail.
insane.
According to Volusia County Sheriff Mike Chitwood,
Now, how about
Gregory Ramos is one of the top 3 sociopaths he's ever come in contact with, and it's easy to see why. For the brutal slaying of his mother, Gregory was charged as an adult and was sentenced to 45 years in prison. While his sentence can be reviewed again in 25 years, Gregory will serve a lifetime probation, no matter what.
W. 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 Charge that man as an adult. W. That is a psychopath. Like, sheesh? Sheesh. Sheesh. That's a sheesh. That's a free sheesh.